Oh, there it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live for the women's Final Four presented by PrizePicks. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Are y'all excited? Are y'all ready for what should be an epic night of women's college hoops? Uconn, South Carolina. Then you got Texas, UCLA. All the number ones from all four regions play here tonight. What's up, Jets? What's up? What the heck? What's up, Jets? What's up, Junior? What's up, Carlos? Joe Brown, Corey Childs in the building. Blizzard Pinks up in here. Father Time as always. What's up, everybody? Hit that like button upon entry. Let's go.
Tonight's games will be on ESPN. UConn taking on South Carolina. Looks like UConn's favored by 6.5 points. 7 now, actually. It says on the broadcast. Did we hear about the Luca update? Yeah. Just before we went live. Just saw that. Not surprised by the news that Luca will be out indefinitely. He will miss the remainder of the season. They're unsure beyond that. Not surprised, but it's a real gut punch to Luca, who had a great season. And he's going to have to miss the remainder of the regular season games, which makes him ineligible for awards, right?
It does. Unfortunately, it does. It sucks, man. It sucks to see when a big time team's going off and all the momentum they have, like they do right now, and for their superstar to go down. We don't know if Luka's going to be ready for the playoffs. He's out for the rest of the season, out indefinitely. We just don't know. We'll get a more update, I guess, at the end of the season next week. What's up, Skull? What's up, Ulysses? What's up, Alex Williams and Rajier? What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Are y'all hyped up for this women's Final Four? It's all about UConn, the defending champions, taking on South Carolina, who won a championship just a couple of years ago. Dawn Staley, the head coach of, of South Carolina, 3 championships. She's looking to go back to another Final Four for the 4th time in the championship game. She won one in 17, 22, and 2024. What's up, Suns? Chen, Eric Bonilla. Hello, welcome on in. Happy Friday, everybody. How y'all doing for the start of the weekend? We're going to start off tonight with 2 great Final Four matchups. UConn, South Carolina, followed by Texas, UCLA. Once again, the number 1 seeds in each of their respective regions. We saw this last year for the men's, where all 4 number 1 seeds made the finals. Not this year, but for the women's, we do see all 4 number 1 seeds here in the Final Four. Eric Bonilla, you can find these games on ESPN tonight. Both games will be on ESPN here tonight. Well, I appreciate y'all joining up. Tristan Allen's up in the building. What up, Tristan?
Hey, Tristan. What's up, Rajier?
What's up, Steel Marte says South Carolina's gonna win. They are still elite. I would not be shocked if South Carolina ends up winning this game tonight. Got a lot of talent on this from Raven Johnson, the Tessa Johnson, Joyce Edwards, who led all scorers in South Carolina this year with 19 points and 6 rebounds a game. She's also averaging 20 points a game during this tournament. So Joyce Edwards, number 8 on your screen here today for this first game for South Carolina. Not only does she have a really good regular season, she's having even a better tournament, leading them to the Final Four here tonight. Yo, GWL up in the building. What's up, bro?
Hey, GWO. What's up, buddy? What's up, Zachy? What's up, guys?
Oh, that's right, Tristan. You saw the Mario movie today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, bro. Rozier says the expansion draft today was fire. No pun. So I turned into the expansion draft right at 12:30 my time. They didn't even have this whole back and forth thing. They literally started the broadcast and showed what each team selected.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fire part is there, like the actual picks or like that I can understand, but the actual presentation of it, I don't think so. Everyone was absolutely disappointed with how it was presented.
Yeah,
No build up, no breakdown, just
they just literally got to the broadcast and threw the rosters on the TV. I was fully expecting like back and forth picks.
they'll all eventually learn presentation.
That's the thing, though, Josh. Last year, when the Valkyries did it, they went pick by pick and had an amazing presentation. I wonder if it was because it was two teams and they didn't want to drag this out or something.
Two teams would have made it better.
Actually, yeah, you're right about that because you could go back and forth.
Yeah.
So it made no sense to me why they just threw it on the screen today.
All right. So now that expansion draft is over, now we got to get ready for free agency.
We already had Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Nescu say they're going back to New York. Asia Wilson today announced she's going back to Las Vegas. So those big time free agents are going back to the respective franchises. But for all three of them, they get that new Supermax, which is great for them. Absolutely great for them. Speaking of Asia Wilson, she was a champion on the South Carolina team back in 2022 with Don Staley. So we are watching Asia Wilson's alma mater here tonight try to go back to the national championship game. GWL says, I'm glad you guys are covering this game. I got UConn tonight.
I do have UConn winning this game as well.
I'm right there with you. I'm also going UConn to go to the championship game.
Yeah.
But you're talking about arguably the two best college coaches, not just in women's, but in basketball professionally, women's and men, with Don Staley and Gino, the head coach of UConn.
Don Staley versus Gino. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, like for South Carolina, I mean, don't get me wrong, they have a great team and they could win this game. You know, Ladson, Raven Johnson, Joyce Edwards, you know, they're really good. They're really good. But I'm not going against Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd, and how deep this UConn team is. And it's one of the two best defenses left, right? South, I would say UConn and Texas have the best defenses. Texas probably has the best defense.
For UConn, one of my favorite players to study was Blanca Quiones. She's really good, 10 and 3 off the bench. She's shooting 40% from three, and she's averaging 7 more points a game during this tournament. So she averaged 10 on the season, averaging 17 during the tournament, Quiones.
Kiona, she can do everything I hear. She can rebound. She can put the ball on the floor. She runs out in transition. I saw a lot of people hyping up Quinones. Like this team is just really stacked, man. This team is really stacked.
There's hardly any weakness with this UConn team. They can beat you inside with the bigs of Quiones, Strong, and then they can beat you outside with AZ Fudd.
With South Carolina, I know they can shoot the ball, man. Like Raymond Johnson and Latson, Tessa Johnson, they can shoot the ball. Tessa Johnson, she's like what over 40% 3-point shooter right now. So I think 46% exactly. So that's something that's gonna be interesting to see. I'm curious to see who gets off to a harder start.
Both these starting lineups are really good. You got a bunch of seniors playing for both of these organizations. Yo, GWL with the $20 dono. Says your streams yesterday were awesome.
Thank you so much, GWL. It was tried to have fun with it. You know, it was a blowout in one game. The other one was close. The Warriors game was close, but you know, it was still a fun stream. Thank you so much, GWL. We appreciate that support, brother.
Corey up in the back and the chat says, I got a Uconn Texas in the finals.
UConn and Texas.
Mhm.
You know, I've been saying for the longest time I wanted UCLA and UConn because I think that would just be fun game. But the more I'm looking into it, Texas is just too strong, man. It's gonna be a tough game for UCLA to try to win later on tonight. Texas just has too good of a defense, probably the best defense.
And they're so big. They got so many good bigs. Bria Cunningham, number 25, you're gonna see. She's great. You got Old Acre off the bench, the senior, number 00. So Texas is a very big team down low. I know you're going against Lauren Betts and Duelich, but still, Texas inside could dominate UCLA today. And I do have Texas going to the finals. I had them in the bracket. I heard so much hype behind them. Obviously, Madison Booker, their best player, averaging 19 points a game. They are stacked and loaded, especially on the big side. Ulysses says from Texas, Harmon is fun to watch. The guard, Rory Harmon. I completely agree with that. And watching these games for Texas, Harmon was a lot of fun to watch in that Kentucky and Michigan game. She can score when she wants to. She can also facilitate a lot. Harmon can. Jess says, I'm so excited for y'all to witness a mid-range Maddie masterclass. Talking about Madison Booker, who, again, averaged 19 points throughout the regular season, but averaging 30 points in the tournament. What's up, 100 Jews? This is what's up, Earthlings? Hello, Earthling. How's it going? Bibby and Wallace drafted from the Fever today in an expansion draft. Yeah, so they lost Christy Wallace and Chloe Bibby today. I'm upset. The Valkyries did not protect Corley late. I was really, really excited about her last year, her rookie out of France, and we did not protect her. She got taken today. I forgot what team took her, but she got taken from my Valkyries today, and I was a little upset about that. I was a big fan of Corley late last year when I watched her games. Chet says, I'm shocked we only lost Baby and Wallace. Yeah, protected everybody else, and those were the only two that the Fever got rid of. The biggest one was Bridget Carlton. She was the number one pick. Bridget Carlton of Minnesota was the number one pick. My women's Final Four is perfect. Corey, mine is two, and Josh's two. We're tied in our bracket challenge. Right, he's got UConn, UCLA. I got UConn, Texas. So that game tonight, the second game here, this Final Four of Friday, it's gonna be really interesting to see of those two teams who is gonna go to the finals. Is it gonna be Madison Booker or is it gonna be Lauren Betts? Gene, hello, Gene Handy. What's up, bro? I feel bad for Carlton, but this means Lynx are getting bets are a fam. That's the thing. They could afford to get rid of her. Now Carlton can go over there. She could be the number one on the face of the franchise over there. And I believe it was the Temple that took her, Toronto. Tristan Ellis says, I got my UT shirt on, my shorts, my shirt, my hat. He's ready for tonight's game. I'm so looking forward to both of these games. Two of the best coaches in college in this first game for UConn and South Carolina. And two of the best tonight with Madison Booker taking on Lauren Betts. Should be an absolute great Final Four. These games will be played in Phoenix. Now, it's not where the Cardinals play, it's where the Suns play. The Final Four here for the women's tonight in the National Championship on Sunday are in Phoenix. Just as basically the whole TSF women's bracket group is hoping for UConn win. If they lose, I pretty much win.
Good luck.
It's going to be a great Friday night with, from Archie and along with you guys. Ulysses, we appreciate you hanging out tonight, dude. We appreciate it. What's up, Tilling? Congrats to your Yankees. You guys are 8-1 on the year, bro. You guys are looking incredible, dude. Or 6-1 on the year, excuse me. What's up, Jacob Frederick? What's up, dude? How you doing, man? Welcome on in. What up, what up, what up? Welcome on in, everybody. Hit that like button. We appreciate y'all joining for this Final Four tonight. First up is Uconn taking on South Carolina. We got the defending champions taking on the champions of just 2 years ago. Uconn, the defending champions. South Carolina winning it under Dawn Staley just a couple of years ago. She's got 3 championships, does Dawn Staley. 2017, 2022, and 2024. Meanwhile, you're looking at the greatest college coach of all time, Gino with UConn. He's been there since 1985. He's got 12 championships, including last year, and an NCAA record 25 Final Fours. That is insane. It took him 10 years. It took Gino, the head coach of UConn, 10 years to win his first national championship. And ever since 1995, he has 12 of them, man. That is ridiculous. This is his 25th Final Four. Imagine being a head coach of an organization for 41 years. This is his 41st season as head coach of UConn. That is absolutely wild, man. Watch out for Makir from South Carolina, says Jess. She's a sneaky scorer and also a really good defender. And she had a really good game in the Final Four, too, Jets. She only averaged 7 points a game on the season, number 44, Makir. You guys are going to see tonight for South Carolina. But she's doubling her points here in the tournament. 14 points a game for Makir. Still Monte says UConn is perfect. Yes, they won 54 games in a row. They're doing it again. We saw them go on a massive win streak during the mid-2010s, and now they're at it again. They have not lost in a few years now, 54 straight games. Can South Carolina be the team to take them down here tonight? I would be a wild ride if they did. And I also John Wooden. John Wooden was also a great head coach for college. But Gino being with an organization for 40 years is insane, man. Absolutely insane. Yo, what's up, Big Mick? How you doing, man?
What's up, dude?
Who won last year? UConn. UConn won the national championship last year. Paige Beckers went out as a champion. So they're looking to go back-to-back once again. You had that great record during the 2010s when they had Breanna Stewart on those teams. And now they're trying to do it again here today.
Yo, what's up, franchise? How the hell are you, dude? Who you got winning this March Madness?
It's tough. Any 4 of these teams remaining could win this Final Four for the women's on Sunday.
NIL in the chat says UConn men and women could win it both tournaments. Yeah.
It was crazy because there could have been an opportunity where we saw Duke have the women's and men's in the Final Four, but both of them lost in the Elite Eight last week. So instead, it's UConn who could go for national championships.
Yeah, Duke men's went down in tragedy.
Like they always do. So franchise says, I hope Arizona wins it all.
You got Arizona? I got Michigan with
I had Duke, but with Duke out, I am going with Michigan. Although it'd be really cool if Illinois somehow won it all. The underdog. Don't look at that as the underdog with the remaining teams. Big Mick says, I'm nervous for tomorrow. Big Mick is a big University of Arizona fan. That game, I think I'm looking more forward. I'm looking forward to both games tomorrow. But I do expect UConn to be able to handle Illinois. But that Michigan and Arizona game could go back and forth. Bear down, baby. Bear down. That's why I keep forgetting you guys are the Bears. Michigan all the way, says Alex. They very well could win it, man. Very excited for that game. Very excited for these games tonight. Yo, GWL with the $5 donation. Guys, I'll check in later. I got to put together some Bebo hoop for the grandkids for Easter. If you can't post this off, I'll give 5 memberships to your stream.
Hey, GWL. That sounds like fun, man. That's cool, dude, that you're setting that up for your grandkids and stuff. Sounds like you guys gonna have a blast over there for Easter, which is on Sunday. All right. Hey, enjoy the weekend and thank you so much again, GWL. We appreciate everything, brother.
We are 17 minutes and 40 seconds away from tip-off, folks.
What's up, Avatar?
What up, bro? How you doing tonight, man?
Marte says, anybody down for some White Castle? I am. I'm starving. By the way, we're 17 minutes away from tip-off.
So looking forward to this game tonight. UConn, South Carolina. This is going to be a fun one, folks. Tessa Johnson, as Josh mentioned, 46.5% from 3 during his tournament. She averages 12 a game. She shot 45% from the field. That's number 5 for South Carolina. Look out for her. You also got Raven Johnson. You got Oke, the center. She's averaging a double-double this tournament. She starts number 11 for South Carolina. 11 and 10 on the season for her. I just had some Chick-fil-A earlier. I think I might be addicted. I need to be stopped. Franchise, I don't blame you, dude. I would have it a lot more if it was in my area, which unfortunately it's not. Yo, Big Mick, elite member for 24 months. That is 2 years of the Cote Ferry Elite. Interesting fact. For the University of Arizona, we say bear down because a student athlete passed away in a tragic accident. Before he died, he told his fellow teammates, bear down, and it stuck as our saying.
Damn, I didn't know there was a tragic story behind that. Wow. I did not know that. That's crazy.
Oh. It's crazy because that can happen in some situations where somebody would say something before the pass and it sticks and everybody says it. I wonder how long ago was this, Big Man? Because you guys have been saying this for a while now, bear down. Because it is the Arizona Wildcats. It's not like it's a bear, they're the Wildcats. Hey, Big Mick, appreciate the 2 years in the elite, baby.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Interesting story. Well, I mean, it's a tragic story, but it's an interesting way to know that this is what you guys say bear down for. Welcome on in, everybody. Over 100 in the building. We're 25 likes away from 100. Smack that like button. About 15 minutes away for tip-off. UConn looking to go back-to-back. South Carolina looking to go back to the finals and win it for the 4th time under Don Staley, their head coach. Sam Patton's in the building, dropping those Husky emotes, going for UConn. You want to know some players, obviously, from UConn. You got AZ Fudd, who could be the number 1 overall pick. This year, averaged 17 and 3. She averaged 19 last year, averaged 17 this year, but she did shoot 45% all year for downtown. Now, she's averaging 18 points a game during the tournament, but she had a 34-point game against Syracuse in the round of 34. She shot 72% from the floor and 77% from 3. So her best game was against Syracuse, which came in the round of 32. How many championships has Don Staley won? 3. 2017, 2022, and just 2 years ago in 2024. So she's won 3 franchise. She's won 3. It was since 1926. That's when that happened, Big Mick. Dang, that's crazy, dude. That's going back 100 years, man. What's up, Matthew Berkshire? How you doing, bro? As we mentioned, another person to look out for tonight for UConn is Blanca Quiones, averaging 10 and 3, but during the tournament, averaging 17 points a game, shooting 40% for 3. She doesn't take a whole lot of threes, but we saw that in that Final Four game where she took a couple threes and made them. So look out for her. It's already mentioned Easy Fudd. You got KK Arnold averaging 7. You got a lot of these role players. Majority of these role players for UConn that come off the bench are all averaging 7. Hackle, Zabel, KK Arnold, Sarah Williams, Ashlyn Shade. They're all averaging around 7 points a game. So you see that spread of production from UConn. Everybody getting it on there. Everybody scoring. Everybody doing their job. So good spread of production when it comes to UConn this season, with AZ Fudd, Sarah Strong, and Bianca Quiones leading the way. Bobby Cox with a $2 donation. Don't forget about number 44 from the Gamecocks. She is fast. So he is talking about Agot McKeer, the freshman, averaged 7 points a game during the regular season, but averaging 14 a game during the tournament. Bobby, I'm excited to watch her here tonight. Was glad to watch her highlights, man. Appreciate the 2, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
For the South Carolina team, you got what, 3 seniors. Latson is a senior, Olcott's a senior, McKeer, a freshman, and Raven Johnson a senior. So you got a lot of seniors on this team, but you're in a good hands when it comes to McKeer the next couple years. Joyce Edwards is a sophomore. She won't be eligible for the draft until next year. So they have a good team now, and in the next couple of years, South Carolina should be right back in this tournament and potentially back in the Final Four. Joyce Edwards will be leading this team next year, and she's going to be really good.
What? So Regier just tagged us. The NCAA is expected to finalize an expansion of men's and women's tournaments to 76 teams.
I didn't think they'd actually do it.
That's fucking awful.
Oh. Barring something unforeseen, it will happen. Come on, man. Why? Why change what you got? This is one of the best things about sports the entire year is the Final Four, is the March Madness tournament, man. And you're going to add an extra round and add what? 8 more teams? No, 12 more teams, excuse me. 76 teams is crazy, dude. And I hope they're not just doing it because, oh, well, you see, we feel bad for this team. We feel bad for that team. 76 is crazy, man. They've been talking about it for a while. I did not think it was going to actually happen. What I meant, so the NCAA has announced, according to Yahoo Sports, that barring something unforeseen, it looks like they're going to finalize the men's and women's tournaments to go up to 76 teams. I mean, just saying that is crazy. 76 teams. 64 was already a lot, but 76? That's too much, man. There'll be 24 teams playing in the opening round before advancing to that second round. What's the point? What's that? Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know what the point of that is. Yeah, that is wild, Eric. That is wild. Opening round and playing round and turning. Come on, man. Right for the time. Just keep it simple, man. Just keep it to the 64 teams. It goes from 68 to 76. Yeah, it's 68 because you got the first 4. you already have you already have a playing round. That's what the first four is. It's a playing round to get to that number 11 seed or whatever, 13 seed, mostly 11 seed, to get into the tournament. Now you're telling me they're going to have to add a completely extra opening round? And what are they going to do? Are they going to start the tournament earlier? Or are they going to keep the tournament the same dates and have it end in the middle of April? Because we've been seeing the March Madness finals be early April almost every single year. So what are they going to do? Start the tournament earlier? Or are they going to keep it the same dates and have the national championship game be like middle of April, like we see in WrestleMania, be pushed back now? Avatar with a 5 says, if Denver University wins their final four, the Frozen Four would be the 11th title and 4 of the last 5. So for Denver University Avatar, they sound like Uconn here for the women's. I always like to check out the Frozen Final Four. I always watch the highlights of it, man. It always seems fun. Avatar, appreciate the fine, man. Instead of the first 4, it'd be called the first 12. Just saying that sounds dumb, man. Just saying that sounds dumb. Fatigue's gonna be real. Yeah, everybody's gonna be done after this first round, man. We're like, oh my god, we had the first 12. Now we have the round of 64. You're telling me we got 4 more rounds to go? That's crazy. Brittany, tonight's games will be found on ESPN. Tonight's games will be found on ESPN. So you want to watch along with us? You can watch it on ESPN. If not, no problem. We guys got you covered for the play-by-play, the scoreboard, the stats on the floor, everything. We got you guys covered. Uconn, South Carolina, followed by Texas and UCLA here tonight. We're live for both. Whole Whisper says, go blue, basketball and hockey. Well, good luck tonight, man. Road trip will be 6 games on one day and 6 games another day, Wednesday and Thursday, just like how the first 4 currently is. And I want them to come on and say why. I want to see the reason and why they want to expand to 74 teams. Or see, I don't know if there's something out there yet. I want to know why they want to expand to 74. Gina was talking about waking up the gals at 5:30 for press and then class, and then they play at 8:30. He was upset for every team. So that's the life of a college athlete, especially a big one like Sarah Strong and AZ Fudd. If any of your team is good at your college, your team is fighting for a championship, sacrifice got to be made. Now, a lot of these big time athletes have always said they don't really go to class. They have their classes, but they do online teaching. So that makes stuff a little bit easier. I know Cooper Flagg talked about that when he went to Duke last year. They better have a really good reason to expand it. Agreed, Jets. Because 72, 78 teams, whatever it is just insane. 76. It's just absolutely insane, man. What's up, Patel? Hello, welcome on in, everybody. Probably about 8 minutes or so away for tip-off. Uconn, South Carolina, the winner to the national championship game on Sunday. Who is going to win? Can Uconn go back to the finals back-to-back years? Or South Carolina head back under Don Staley for the 4th time? David Neal says, might as well just make it 100 teams. It's just saying 76 teams in the tournament is crazy, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's stream is presented by PrizePicks. Guys, go check it out. Go download it. It's free and easy to use. And hey, new users, check this out. They got a good promotion for you. Play $5 on your first lineup and get $50 in lineups instantly. But you got to use that promo code HMA. That's HMA. $5 on your first play, get you $50 in lineups instantly. It's easy to use. All you got to do is select more and less on few player stats, and that's all you got to do. Go check it out, guys. Available in most states. Hey, play responsibly. And here is our lineup for tonight's game.
All right, what we got?
So, for tonight, we got a three-legger. We got a three-legger going on for tonight's game.
We're taking more on Joyce Edwards' rebounds, 5.5. So we're taking more than 5.5 rebounds for Joyce Edwards. We're taking more than 14.5 points on Sarah Strong from Uconn. And then from the Gamecocks, we're taking more than 7.5 points for Tessa Johnson. 3 legs. So more than 7.5 points for Tessa Johnson, more than 14.5 points for Sarah Strong, and more than 5.5 rebounds for Joyce Edwards.
So there we go, guys. You want to tell along? Hey, they also got a great thing where you can follow each other. You can follow each other on PrizePicks, see what everybody's got. So go check them out, guys. Go download it. Once again, using the code HMA, get $50 in instant lineups using your first $5 play. So let's go. Appreciate y'all joining tonight. Chad, you're gonna get some Wingstop and Little Caesars at halftime. Hey, what better way to watch some basketball with some food, baby? Let's go. Poppy's injury. Hey, do it, Jets. Let's go. We are roughly about 5 minutes away for tip-off tonight, folks.
I'm still baffled by how stupid JJ Redick was for keeping the starters in, which led to Luka getting hurt. What a fucking idiot. I'll never understand why coaches do that. Never.
Down 30 in the third, and you have your superstars in. It's crazy, man.
Like the game was close. Like it was a 20-point game. A double-digit, just barely a double-digit game. You know, hey, something you could chip away at. There was nothing to chip away at. That game was fucking over before halftime.
Sucks.
Moron.
Absolutely sucks.
Moron.
Goodman, good evening. How you doing, Goodman? What up, dude? All right. Gosh. Already deemed Joe what I'm having for dinner. Rozier.
What is this? Burger bites, Southwestern egg rolls, which look amazing, and buffalo wings with a strawberry lemonade. That looks great. That's from Chili's.
Yeah, from Chile. Ooh.
That looks good.
Got some good eats, some good games here tonight. Let's go, Reggie.
I'm starving.
No, all I had was some popcorn chicken for lunch. That's it. I have no idea last time I've been to Chili's either, Corey.
Goodman says it was a close game, then it started. Yep. And then it started. That shit was over. Honestly, it was over by like halfway through the first quarter. Thunder were relentless. They were just cooking the Los Angeles Lakers, cooking them. Luka had 1 field goal, I think it was, for like majority of that first half. LeBron as well. Reeves just kept turning over the ball. The Thunder couldn't be stopped. Yeah, that was just such a baffling move for JJ Redick to keep the fucking starters in there to start the second half. Like they shouldn't even have touched the floor in the second half. You got an aged team. You got a team who just got done playing a back-to-back. A lot of games in a short period of time. What are you doing, JJ? What were you doing? What the fuck were you actually thinking?
The game just tipped off?
No. Oh, damn, you're ahead of me.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, it's about to tip off right now.
Damn, I'm really ahead of you then.
Yep, you sure are.
Whoa, what the heck? All right, we'll hit that like button. We're about ready to go for the Final Four,
We are ready
baby.
to go. Not about ready. We are ready. 9:42-41 score by the Gamecocks, South Carolina. Oh my god, I forgot to set this to. There you go. 9:32, 31,
Yeah.
30, 29. All right.
All right, Shade will find Sarah Strong for three, no good. Ball off of Williams out of bounds. Don't gonna say it's off of Carolina out of bounds. Still Uconn basketball.
Is that QC the chat?
What up, though? He says, do you guys mind if I crack a drink?
Oh, please crack one for me too. Send me one.
What up, though, QC? Good to see you, dude. KK Arnold for Uconn. We're heading off to AZ5. Pulls up for two, too strong. And the rebound by the Gamecocks. They're up 2-0 to start tonight's game. They'll have it the other side. They're on the right side of the court to start tonight's game. Olcott will have it at top of the key. Finding off to Lotson. She's picked up by Arnold with a screen by Olcott. Lotson got 14 to shoot. Hands it off here to the right elbow for Raven Johnson. To Edwards, back to Johnson. Sets the screen as Edwards. Finds it to Tessa Johnson. A left elbow. Screen by Olcott. The crossover. Tessa double team. Olcott, the pull up two is not even close. And a loose ball foul here on South Carolina.
No, that was a shot clock violation.
Okay, so shot clock violation. Turnover, South Carolina. Lawson, by the way, guys, had that first field goal for South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
KK Arnold finds Williams on top of the key. Hands it off to Fudd. Fudd picked up by Raven Johnson. Hands it off to Shade, left elbow. Gets a screen from Sarah Williams. Shade pulls up, contested two of a Tessa, no good. And a rebound by Lotson. Latson will have it up court to the right elbow for Johnson. That's Tessa. Stolen away by Sarah Strong. There's the defense from Sarah. She'll give it to Arnold. Inside for Sarah Williams. She puts it up, and UConn's got their first field goal. 2-2's our score. 7:54 to go here in the first quarter. Remember, here in college women's, it is 4 10-minute quarters. No halves like the men.
Kentucky Lucky says, didn't know you were doing this. We've been talking about it all week. We had it scheduled too. But what's up?
Oh, how you doing, man? Lotson with the missed shot, but the rebound goes off for South Carolina. UConn basketball. 7:38 to go here in the first quarter. Sarah Strong will inbound it for KK Arnold. KK, the junior, averaging 7 points a game this season, about 5 during the tournament. Feeds it off to Strong, top of the key. We'll kick it off to Fudd, the potential #1 overall pick in the draft. We'll have it against Edwards with a crossover, 10 to shoot. Drives, trying to pass it up. She can't move. Finds a cutting Shade. Inside for Williams. Sarah goes up, scores again. Sierra Williams, both field goals for UConn, and they lead it 4-2. Tessa Johnson attacks Sarah Strong. Layup no good. Rebounded by Williams. KK Arnold with the mask. Hands it off to Strong on the right elbow. Sarah spins against Edwards. Layup rims out, and Olcott with the rebound. Hands it off to Raven Johnson. She's trapped against Fudd, and Fudd steals it away. Fudd for three. Rimmed it out. Rebounded by Johnson. Raven up court to Lotson. She pump fakes, attacks Sarah Strong. Goes off the bank and scores. We're tied up at 4 with 6:25 to go here in the first quarter. Sierra Williams will have it top of the key, picked up by Olcott. Gives it off here to Shade with the crossover. She gets past Tessa, drives in. Layup is good for Shade. Ashlyn Shade, her first field goal. She's the junior, averaging 7 points a game this season. And it's 6-4 UConn with the lead. Raven Johnson will have it with the right elbow dribble. Hands it out left corner. It's Olcott now to the elbow and hands it off to Latson. She falls down and the ball went out of bounds. That's a Gamecock turnover. 5:49 to go in the first. Huskies up 6-4, and they will have the possession. What's up, Dibby Don? How's it going, bro? Welcome on in. Guys, we're 5 likes away from 100. Let's get to 100 likes, baby. 5:43 to go in the first quarter. KK Arnold will have it at the center court logo in the Final Four here in Phoenix, where the Suns play basketball. Arnold had a deflected pass from Sarah Strong back to Arnold. Jogs down here against Latson, kicks it out to Strong. Sarah gets a screen. 6 to shoot, pass inside. Picked up by Arnold, back to Sarah, step back 3. Good for Sarah Strong.
There you go, Sarah.
The sophomore averaging 19 points a game during this tournament. She's got her first field goal in a 9-4 Huskies lead.
Let's go.
Raven with the crossover, hands off to Ocott. She's picked up here on the left elbow. Pull up 2, no good. Sarah Strong with the rebound. Here comes the Huskies. 4:53 to go in the first quarter. Strong, the push up on Edwards, pulls up and scores again.
Oh, this is just a strong start right here for UConn.
Hey. 5 consecutive points for Sarah Strong, and it's 11-4 UConn with the lead. Tessa on the left elbow. Attack Shea, goes downhill and scores. Nice drive for Tessa Johnson. Much needed bucket there for the Gamecocks. Tessa Johnson this tournament averaging 12 points a game on 56% shooting. Sarah Strong inside. Good defense by Edwards. Rebounded by Ocott. Hands it off to Tessa Johnson with 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Tessa pulls up and hits again. Back-to-back field goals for Tessa. She's got 4 points. 11-8 lead for the Huskies. Here's a kick out. Arnold to Shade, and Ashlyn Shade from the right elbow for 3. Don't look at see it's a deep 2. To say her foot was on the line, it's a deep 2. 3:44 to go in the first quarter. Raven Johnson with the ball, directing traffic off ball. Back it down, AZ Fudd, and bounces it to Tessa. Picked up by Shea, top of the key. Hands it off to Latson. She attacks. Inside layup, no good. 5 for the rebound. Off of Sarah Strong out of bounds. Steals South Carolina basketball.
Official TV timeout. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I forgot about college basketball and how they have a billion official TV timeouts. I hope it's not as bad as the men's games are.
Each team gets 4 regular timeouts and then, a bunch of TV timeouts.
That made watching the men's games just so almost unbearable.
So timeout on the floor, 13-8. UConn the lead, 3:27 to go in the first. Just since it's not as bad for the women's.
Thank goodness. I was about to have a brain aneurysm watching the men's games.
Because the men's, you have 4 TV timeouts each half, plus you get your own timeouts.
And again, I love that women's basketball is actually 4 quarters as opposed to 2 halves. I think I always thought 2 halves was just awful. Terrible.
The 2 things for me for men's basketball is the 2 halves and then the jump ball possession.
Yeah, like 2 halves just, I don't know. It's a weird pace. It's so weird. It's less strategic. And when the guys that do go to the next level, they're going to be playing 4 quarters.
Yep.
Like, I don't even know how they decided 2 halves. Like, I don't know whose idea that was and why it stuck for so long. But I'm glad women changed it.
Yeah, because they did have 2 halves for the longest time for the women. I think it was maybe 3-4 years ago they changed it.
And they were just sitting in a room one day and go, oh, wait, this is stupid.
Yeah. Like, hey, let's get our girls prepared for the WNBA that has 4 10-minute quarters.
Who do y'all have winning the Final Four? Philippine for women's. I'm going with UConn to win it all. I'm going UConn over UCLA.
I also have UConn, but I got them beating Texas in the finals.
UCLA, I don't know if they're underdogs, but I feel like they probably should because Texas, and getting to know Texas, man, they are ridiculous. Watching I was staying up last night watching their games. I watched like 3 of their games, and my God, their defense is suffocating.
Texas is 2.5-point favorites tonight.
Okay. Their defense, watching their defense last night, I was watching that game against Michigan. It reminded me what OKC did to the Los Angeles Lakers. It was just like they weren't letting Michigan breathe.
And Josh,
they didn't have a single close game in this tournament. Every game was blowouts.
In fact, their win in the Elite Eight over Michigan was their biggest win ever in the Elite Eight.
I feel like Texas and UConn would be much more of a chess match if it comes down to it. But I'm taking UConn for women's, and for men's, I'm going Michigan.
I had Duke winning, but now I'm all aboard the Michigan hype train.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are taking Arizona. Arizona does look good. I was watching a little bit of them, so I could definitely see that. But Michigan, Arizona is going to be a really good game.
Remember, for the women's Jaws, Texas was the only team to beat UCLA this year. The only team.
So Rozier says with 4 10-minute quarters in 1951 before returning to the traditional 2 20-minute halves in 1954 to curb stalling.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're back. 3:25 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 13-8 Uconn up, but Gamecocks got the ball.
Johnson hands off. Edwards pull up two. No good, and a rebound for Heckle. Heckle will have it up court. So drive inside and kick it out to Sarah Strong inside for Shade. Shade will give it out to the left elbow for Keonis. Down the baseline. Yeah, she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah. Down the baseline. She stepped out. It's a turnover. It's Gamecocks basketball. 4 turnovers for South Carolina. Now 1 for UConn. Here comes South Carolina with Tessa Johnson, Raven Johnson, Joyce Edwards, Dauda, and McKeer.
Here's Edwards attacking Sarah Strong off the bank. Too strong. Offensive rebound. No, they stepped out of bounds in South Carolina.
Everyone's stepping out of bounds on the baseline.
That's the third time we've seen it already in this game.
QC says, guys, 333,000 up coming up. We got to shoot through 334 ASAP.
Soon, QC, soon, bro.
Maybe in the playoffs.
Keonis pulls up. She's too strong. And a rebound taken by Raven Johnson. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Raven to Tessa Johnson. She misses the three. Offensive rebound by Julie Edwards.
Tessa Johnson shooting over 40% from 3. She does make a lot of threes, though she missed that one.
Edwards spins along strong and makes the field goal.
Joyce Edwards, her first field goal of the game. Tessa Johnson with the steal. Oh, but she stepped out of bounds. Well, y'all stop being out of bounds. My God.
Well, she literally caught the ball and her first step literally went out of bounds. So that remains UConn basketball. 2:03 to go in the first quarter.
What's up, Bigwood? QC says 333 is the devil's number. It's the witching hour.
Well, wins becomes losses, and losses become wins.
It's UConn basketball. Oh, a whistle here. They're getting the clock right. Mm-hmm. On the floor for UConn, it's Sarah Strong, Fudd, Quinones, Heckle, and El Alfie.
El Alfie only played about 7 minutes in that Elite Eight matchup. Sure, handed off here the right elbow for Quinones. Bounce past to Fudd. Fudd attacks inside down the baseline. Kicks it out here. A crossover for Heckle. Pulls up over Tessa Johnson and scores.
Hey, the mid-range. Let's go. 15-10. Lead for UConn. And we have a new member of the Cult of Fury, baby.
Muted. Yo, Nakura, welcome to the membership, baby.
Nawuka, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but welcome to the Cult of Fury. Thanks for the support.
2 Streets, dude. Let's go, baby.
What's up, Bigwood?
What the hell?
We've been blacked.
Whoa.
Our screen went black. Okay, we're back. That was weird.
So, Keonis fouls McKeer, and McKeer's going to go to line for 2. First one up, first one good, second one good as well. All right, 15-12 lead for UConn, 1:34 to go in the first quarter.
Latson checking in for South Carolina. Joyce Edwards just checked out. Here comes Uconn Huskies with Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd, Quinones, El Alfie, and Heckle. Strong with 5 points, Heckle with 2. AZ Fudd has yet to score. She's 0 for 2 shooting. Oh, and Sarah Strong takes a spill, recovers, gets back up. Fancy dribbling.
Good defense here by
She
you,
had it
South.
poked away, and recovering is El Alfie. Alfie on the crossover, pull up, elbow shot off to the left, and rebound belongs to South Carolina. Dowda with the rebound.
Raven off to Tessa. Tessa lost out of bounds. Last touch by Uconn. So still South Carolina ball. 59 seconds to go. 21 to go on the shot clock. Don Staley and Gino, the two best coaches in college basketball, going at it today, man.
59 seconds left. Gamecocks basketball down by 3. And then a foul. Was that a foul on Quinones?
Mm-hmm. That's her second foul of the game already.
Quinones will check out, and Ashlyn Shade will check in.
Still an inbounds here for Raven Johnson. Kicks it to the top of the key for Latson. And a travel on Latson.
Latson, you got to dribble before you move.
That's another turnover by the Gamecocks, the fifth.
5 turnovers for the Gamecocks. Yikes. But you know what? UConn has not scored off of those turnovers. Oh, wait, no, they have. They have.
Okay.
5.
They try to look for more in this possession, Josh. El Afi got it inside. Deflected pass. Stolen away by Dowda.
Good steal right there. Down by 3 with 35 seconds to go. Here come the Gamecocks. Shooting on the right side of the screen with Sarah on the floor. It's Tessa Johnson, Latson, Raven Johnson, Dowda, and McKeer. Shot clocked at 16. Game clocked at 25.
Johnson at center court, picked up by Shade. Hands it off to Tessa. Tessa on the right elbow with a back down of Shade. Kicks a left elbow for Latson. Only 3 to shoot. Attacks 5. Throws it out. Bounces it out. It's up in the air. Taken offensively by McKeer. She goes for 3 and hits.
Tie game, baby.
And that's it for one. 15-0 after the first quarter.
Offensive rebounds are so crucial, and it shows you why right there. What an offensive rebound right there. McKeer knocking down the 3 to tie the game.
You love those second chance opportunities when you take advantage of them, man. It's in your favor.
All right. Yo, dude. Nauka 220 gifting a membership to the chat, and it's going to go to Bennett 1901. Welcome, Bennett. Thanks to Nauka 220, who also says, I watch you guys at work. Great job, and keep it up.
Hey, we appreciate you. You're too kind, bro. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up, dude. Thank you. All right, so we're tied at the end of 1. South Carolina hitting that 3 at the buzzard. Let's see. Let's look at the point. Let's look at the box score real quick. We got 5 points from McKeer. You got 4 points from Tessa Johnson, 4 from Latson, 2 from Joyce Edwards. That's all who has scored so far for the Gamecocks. For the Huskies, 5 points for Sarah Strong, 4 for Sarah Williams, 4 for Ashlyn Shade, 2 points off the bench for Heckle. AZ Fudd is 0 for 2. She has yet to score. KK Arnold has even taken a shot attempt. So we got a game here.
That was the fun first quarter, Josh. It started off really strong for UConn, but South Carolina able to get those second chance opportunities and score to tie it up to end the first quarter.
Ooh. 5 turnovers also for South Carolina in that first quarter. UConn had 2 turnovers. South Carolina, 11 rebounds. UConn with 6. And that included 4 offensive rebounds for South Carolina, one of which was at the end there that set up McKeer to knock down that game-tying 3.
That was a big thing for South Carolina to get those offensive rebounds, dominate the boards. Joyce Edwards, incredible at that. We saw that right there for South Carolina, and what tie, baby.
My goodness. My goodness.
This is expected to be a back-and-forth matchup. Both these games tonight, we saw that here in the first quarter with UConn starting strong and South Carolina ending strong.
Lord Beerus, what's up, Lord Beerus? Salvador Chavez, Dibby Don, what's up? Jet says Fudd needs to build up a groove. Can't start off sloppy versus South Carolina. I'm sure Izzy Fudd will settle on in as the game progresses. But the largest lead of the game so far was UConn was up by 7 points at one point in this game. And now we're tied at 15.
They had a really strong start going down the lane, Josh. They were really scoring from inside the paint. And in South Carolina, got the adjustment on defense and held them strong to end that quarter.
Foog Pie's in the house. Showtime is in here. What's up, guys? As we get ready for the second quarter, we're tied up at 15.
Oh, I love the pacing of this game, man. It's always so great, the pacing of these games.
Yeah, Showtime. These Final Four games should be pretty damn good. All number 1 teams.
We saw that last year with the men's, and now we're seeing it this year with the women's.
All number 1 teams. And that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. And I also saw a graphic that said that all number 1 seeds that are in the Final Four right now, first time all 4 teams have had more than 35 wins. 35 wins or more.
That's awesome. So we're witnessing history here tonight.
Thank you, Foom Pop, for hitting that like. QC says, I want UConn. Same. I got UConn winning the whole thing. Nowuka dropping another gifted membership before the second quarter. And it's going to go to Shovel. 6-7.
6-7. Let's go, Naroka. Appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man. Too sweet, brother. Thank you. Lord B was dropping down $5 dono. I hope UConn is as good as advertised. I'm not impressed, but I see UConn is well-oiled team. Coached well. I will admit that. My nerves are shot. That's what I love about this matchup. Both teams are extremely coached well. You mentioned it earlier. 2 best coaches right now in college basketball, at least in the women's. Gino versus Don Staley. Very well-oiled machines.
It's going to be such a chess matchup tonight, man. I'm so excited for this.
We start the second quarter. AZ Fudd passes Sarah Strong. Pass broken up. And Strong is fouled in the backcourt here by Raven Johnson. So South Carolina, you're seeing that tenacity on defense right now come through.
You love it. That defense was really slacking off to start the game. They changed up the game plan towards the end of the first quarter, now here into the second quarter.
Hey, thank you, Lord B. Rest for the 5, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for the 5. 9:28 left to go here in the second quarter. It's UConn basketball with Sarah Strong, Sarah Williams, Ashlyn Shade, KK Arnold, and AZ Fudd.
Strong finds Shade left elbow, back up top to Sarah Strong. Back to Shade for 3. That's going to be too strong. Rebound out of bounds off of Sarah Williams. Gamecocks ball.
That was 2 Sarah Strong.
I like, so many puns we can use with her name.
Hit the back iron. Ocott is checking in. Tessa Johnson checking out. So it's Joyce Edwards, Ocott, Latson, Raven Johnson, and McKeer on the floor for the Gamecocks as they'll bring up the ball.
A lot of rebounding out there on the floor right now for South Carolina.
All right, Reggie just got home from Chili's. Let's go.
All right, bro, what'd you bring us?
Some of those burger bites.
It looks so good. Raven Johnson picked up by KK Arnold, hands it off to Ocott. Left elbow, back to Raven with the crossover. The spin move, the 3. That was an air ball. I thought it went in for a second.
Oh, my God. That was the cleanest air ball I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I saw the net move, Johnson. I thought she made it for a second.
Sarah Strong for 3. 2 Sarah Strong. Chasing down the rebound is AZ Fudd. And, was she fouled? She was fouled by Raven Johnson?
Oh, no.
They were both chasing down the loose ball down the sideline, and Raven Johnson fouls AZ Fudd with that little hack to the arm there.
Mm-hmm.
That's her second foul.
Her second foul in just a couple minutes for Raven Johnson. Remember, it's 5 fouls to foul out here for college women.
That's 2. Raven Johnson will check out. Checking in is Maddie McDaniel, and Dawn Staley is fired up right there.
I love Dawn Staley, man. Following her the last couple of years, she's so awesome.
She's my spirit animal.
I love that. There you go. Ashlyn Shade to AZ Fudd. Picked up here with a screen by McCurr. Lost the ball, stolen away.
That's Cookies and a breakaway. Latson with the layup. Milk it, Cookies for the Gamecocks. First score of the second quarter, and South Carolina goes up 2.
There we go. Can UConn score right back to tie or take the lead? Ashlyn Shade, top of the key, picked up. Gives it off here to Sarah Williams. Looking for a pass. Finds Fudd. Sets her feet. Misses the three. Rebounded by Latson.
South Carolina's doing a really good job on AZ Fudd today.
Latson would go down the lane. Knocked out of bounds. Blocked by AZ Fudd.
That was blocked by Sarah Strong.
Oh, this is Strong from behind got her.
AZ Fudd is struggling out there against this Gamecock defense right there. I like what they're throwing at her. I mean, I love AZ Fudd, but got to give credit to where it's due. Great defense being played right now by South Carolina to the backcourt.
So it's all around great game plan by Don Staley and the coaching staff so far.
Lord Beaver says, I'm here to watch my baby cousin Joyce Edwards.
Baby cousin McCarron misses the shot. Uconn with another offensive rebound.
Offensive rebounds have been big for the Gamecocks. That's now 6 offensive boards for South Carolina.
Can they turn it into second chance points? Latson picked up by Shane on the left elbow. Only 5 to shoot. Screen by Edwards. Finds it 2. Edwards 1 to shoot. Stolen away by Sarah Strong.
Cookies. Fast break. Layup. No good, but draws a shooting foul. Sarah Strong will go to the line. The foul was by Maddie McDaniel. Sarah Strong with the steal.
Edwards had to try to put it up, and before she could go up, Sarah Strong smacked it away.
That's 2 steals now for Strong. And now she's at the line. 7:20 left to go here in the second quarter. South Carolina up 17-15 with Strong going to the line for Uconn.
See, she can make her first one. She will not.
Okay, now possession goes to
South Carolina. Yo, Lord Brios of the chooses. Yes, Joyce Edwards, Camden, South Carolina.
Dude, that's sweet, man. That's pretty cool. It's impressive. Well, Sarah Strong knocks down the free throw, so it's a 1-point lead for South Carolina.
Here comes the Gamecocks with McDaniel here to bring it up court, the center court logo. Tries to get a screen from Edwards, but picked up nicely by KK Arnold. McDaniel's going to go down the lane. She's fouled on the floor.
She's fouled by KK Arnold right here. Thank you, Lord Beers, for the $2 donation. 7:03 left to go here in the second quarter. South Carolina up 17-16. Uconn has yet to score a field goal here in the second quarter.
Inbounds underneath the Uconn basket. It's Tessa Johnson. Yeah. The layup good for Tessa.
That was just way too easy. Tessa came flying in on the baseline off the weak side. Got the inbound. Reverse layup. Easy. 19-16 South Carolina. And Arnold cannot get the layup on the other end. Gamecocks rebound. And here they come back the other way.
It was McDaniel playing the defense there. Tessa finds Edwards. Layup good.
Woo! There goes Joyce Edwards. There goes Joyce Edwards. A little hook shot right there. Kareem Abdul-Edwards. 21-16 lead for the Gamecocks. AZ Fudd is struggling to bring this ball across the half court. They have McKeer on her. Strong sets the screen. Over to Strong, top of the key. She'll dribble off her foot out of bounds. Another turnover for the Uconn Huskies. Gamecocks are dominating the start of this second quarter. Uconn has yet to score from the field.
They only have 1 free throw from Sarah Strong. That's it.
Father Time says there's no defending that hook shot. That's what I love about the hook shot. It's so difficult to defend if done right. Tessa off the pass, drives, falls, and the ball's picked up loose, carried by Uconn.
He honors it to the front court, picks it to Shade. Shade off the glass is good.
That was a little awkward, but she got it.
That's the first field goal of the second quarter for Uconn. 21-18 the lead for South Carolina. 5:40 to go in the second quarter. Tessa with the crossover, picked up by Shade. Drives down the baseline, met up by Keonis, throws it up, no good. Edwards the offensive rebound. The putback. Runnels out, Strong the rebound.
Oh, she did not get the bounce off the hook right there. I thought that was going in for a second. Here come the Huskies down by 3 with Strong, Shade, KK Arnold, Fudd, and Quinones. Quinones and Fudd and KK Arnold have yet to score.
Strong to Fudd. Fudd
here still on Fudd.
Now back to Strong. Oh, what a maneuver! Delicious scores!
Oh, my God. Dude, there's no stopping Sarah Strong. 8 points now for her.
She's too strong, Josh. 1 point lead for South Carolina. 4:50 to go here in the first half. McDaniel gets a screen on the KK on her left elbow. Finds it up top to Uconn. She's trying to pass out to McKeer. She's denied by Fudd. Good defense by Fudd. Uconn's
Shot
gonna have
clock
to
to
drive.
6.
She's blocked by Sarah Strong, but it's in the hands of Edwards. She misses. Fight for the rebound on the floor. Jump ball possession goes to South Carolina.
Oh my God. Dude, Sarah Strong is doing everything. She's scoring, she's rebounding, and she's now got 2 blocks to go with her 2 steals.
Dude, Sarah Strong has been very impressive once again. Timeout on the floor.
Official TV timeout with 4:28 remaining in the second quarter. We got a 1-point lead for the Gamecocks here. 1-point lead. God, if it wasn't for Sarah Strong, this team would be lost right now entirely because the Gamecocks are shutting down AZ Fudd.
AZ Fudd, no field goals. She is what? 0 for 3? Yeah.
0 for 3, and she's struggling to even get the ball right now. They're putting a lot of size on her. They have McKeer mostly on her right now, and she's doing a great job on Fudd, even fighting underneath her through the screens.
Yeah, they're even denying her the ball off those screens, and you see a lot of that. That's how Fudd scores a lot of points. Okay. So we're in a TV timeout. 1-point lead here for South Carolina, folks.
The Gamecocks are owning the glass right now as a team. 19 rebounds to 9. 19-9. Gamecocks are out rebounding Uconn.
And how many of those are offensively?
9 offensive rebounds. So the Gamecocks have as many offensive rebounds as Uconn has total rebounds.
Domination, absolutely domination inside the paint.
Dude, I could just hear social media right now grilling AZ Fudd right now. But the thing is, you got to credit South Carolina's defense.
Mm-hmm. Their game plan from Don Staley and this coaching staff has been incredible so far.
Now, Gino's going to have to figure out how to get Fudd involved in this game because they're going to need her scoring. It cannot just be Sarah Strong down the entire way.
So get some green, something set up for Fudd to get her open, man.
Appreciate y'all being here. Hit that thumbs up. We're in a commercial break right now. Timeout. Official TV timeout with 4:28 left to go here in the half. We will be live streaming the Texas game later on tonight against UCLA. So that stream is already scheduled, ready to go. Roach or Mods, if you guys want to drop the link in the chat, so that way you guys can go set a reminder if you'd like to. There it is. Crazy Dog's in the house. What's up, Crazy Dog? Gregory's in the chat as well. Taterhead. What's up, Taterhead?
Tater, I love me some taters.
He says now social media right now is going off on the officials for not giving the tech to South Carolina coach. You're talking about when Don Staley got fired up after that foul was committed to Raven Johnson?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She got fired up.
And Raven Johnson, a little bit of a shove to AZ Fudd out of bounds, and that's what she got mad about.
They were both chasing down that loose ball going down the sideline. Jet says South Carolina has to keep their eyes on Fudd and not double down on Strong. Let Strong go off, but contain everything else. Right now, they're doing a good job of doing that. Because KK has yet to score. Fudd has not scored. Quinones has not scored. Shade has 6 inside in the paint. Sarah Strong has 8.
Let's see if a better game plan comes out of this timeout for Uconn, or it's a TV timeout.
Guardians won 4-1.
Oh, that's right. It was against the Cubbies. That's right.
GG's, brother. GG's, brah.
Choice Edwards on the inbounds for South Carolina. Hands it up a car. She misses the shot. Sarah Strong with the rebound.
Sarah Strong brings it up court. Stop it, pop, elbow shot off the left. Gets her own rebound. Attacks Choice Edwards. Can't get the layup. Rebound falls to McKeer.
21-20. Up court pass for Edwards. She lays it up and in.
Oh, that was a scoop to the hoop. Scoop. There it is. Scoop.
Scoop.
There it is.
There it is.
Scoop.
There it is.
Shaka laka laka.
I love that commercial, man.
UConn down by 3 with 3:44 to go.
Bad pass by Sarah Strong. Picked up on the foot, but almost gives it off to McCarron.
Ooh, all the hustle plays are going to Gamecocks. Gamecocks are just simply out hustling UConn in this first half. They're up 3 with 3:29 to go.
McDaniel finds it the last and on the left elbow, picked up by Heckle. Tries to get a screen from Edwards, doesn't take it. She across, now takes a screen from Edwards. She's double teamed. She pulls up anyways, misses it. Strong with the rebound.
UConn down by 3. Got to get some points on the board here. They're struggling. They got to get someone else involved besides Shade and Strong.
Keonis finds it off to Heckle. Now to left elbow for Fudd. Inside for Keonis. She's double teamed.
Nice
gets
play.
around it and lays it in.
Finally, someone in the rotation has scored outside the Strong and Shade. There you go. We got a 1-point game.
2:45 to go in the first half. Here's McDaniel with it, hands it off to Tessa Johnson, left elbow. She's going to get a screen by Edwards. Finds it to Julie Edwards. She'll pull up. She'll rim it out. Get her own rebound. Go back up. Too strong. Rebounded by Fudd.
AZ Fudd runs the floor. They could take a lead here on a made field goal. She spins down the hill. Shot up. It's good. And UConn takes the lead with AZ Fudd's first bucket of the game. 24-23 UConn.
Fudd using her speed to go coast to coast to score right there.
2:12 remaining here in the half. Woo.
McDaniel picked up here at center court. We're going to get a timeout by South Carolina.
South Carolina takes their first timeout of the half right here. 2:08 left. UConn. So after all that, UConn takes the lead. It's kind of like a role reversal of the first quarter where UConn started off strong and then South Carolina ended strong.
A lot of strong in this game. I love it, Josh. This is what you want in the Final Four. Back and forth, man.
Goodman says, I'm back. What's the story? What's the story? Gamecocks are dominating the glass right now. They're playing great defense. They were shutting down AZ Fudd up until just 20 seconds ago. She finally made her first bucket of the game. She's 1 for 4 shooting. And Gamecocks, they were dominating the start of this second quarter. And then UConn, over the last minute and a half, came back to take the lead. And that's mostly on the back of Sarah Strong. 8.6 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks.
She's been by far the best player in tonight's game for either side. But now that Fudd's got a basket, Josh, maybe they could get her some confidence going forward.
So, I mean, UConn is shooting a better shooting percentage right now than the Gamecocks. UConn is 44% from the field. Gamecocks are shooting 33% from the field. It's just the Gamecocks, they were doing a great job on the rebounds and getting themselves some second chance opportunities, which they really took advantage of, and denying UConn second chance opportunities. I mean, UConn only has 3 offensive rebounds, and Gamecocks have 10 already. 10. Mind you, UConn has 13 total rebounds.
The fact that they are dominating on the boards and UConn still has the lead shows how great this UConn team is, man.
So if UConn could just clean it up and stop turning over the ball, because they've been making some mistakes, and start crashing the rebounds and stop getting those extra opportunities to to Gamecocks, well, then they can extend the lead. Right now, watching on the sideline is Diana Taurasi and Paige Beckers.
Taurasi, 3-time champion at UConn. Obviously, Paige winning it last season.
Jet says Gamecocks have had some really good shots. Some have been rimming out. Yes, some unfortunate rim outs. Like that last Joyce Edwards hook shot. It just dunk, good dunk, good dunk. And it looks like it was about to go in, and then an extra dunk, and it goes back out. I'm like, damn, that was tough.
Sometimes you have that friendly roll. Sometimes you don't, man. And right now, South Carolina does not.
Goodman says, here's what's going to have to happen. The Cocks got to stiffen it up the rest of the half.
And you're not wrong. Let's see. Let's see if they can finish this strong out of their own timeout. It's the first timeout taken by either team today.
Goodman, was that an innuendo, Goodman?
He's in your window?
No.
Oh. Well, that's what you said. Come out of this timeout. It is South Carolina basketball with 2:08 to go in the second quarter. Be 15 on the shot clock here from center court. Hello, Pinion. Hello. Inbounds. It will be Latson feeding it off to Edwards. Edwards picked up by Strong, top of the key, and it's stolen away by Heckel.
She said, give me that 3-on-1 fast break.
Heckel the Strong, who slows it down, hands off to Fudd. Back to Strong and a screen by LFA. She'll pull up for two, no good. To Strong and a rebound here by Latson.
Latson runs the floor, brings it up quickly. Oh, and then we got a tie up here.
And the possession goes to Uconn. Good job by Heckel to tie it up right there. Forced to jump ball. They have the possession. It's their basketball. Okay, Uconn with some momentum right now, up by one. Bringing it across the half-court line is Heckel, who forced the jump. She'll hand it off to Fudd over here to Shade.
That's now 9 turnovers, by the way, for the Gamecocks.
That's only their second here in this quarter. Strong, Shade, 3!
No, that's not a 3. That was a long 2.
They caught her foot on the line again. That's the second time. 1:15 to go here in the first half. Edwards backs down Strong inside the paint. Julie, the Skyhook, rattles out again, and the rebound's going to go off of South Carolina out of bounds.
Man, what a big shot right there for Uconn. The drive and kick, Edwards over to Shade. That's what, from what I've saw of Sarah Strong, that's what she does so well. She's able to dribble into the paint and kick out.
When you have a big that can do that, it's an advantage to you guys. Fudd, missing the 3, McDaniel with the rebound. So crossover and attack Heckel, and Heckel's going to foul her.
The foul on Heckel, that's going to be her first.
Yeah, first of the game for Heckel.
All right, on the floor for the Uconn Huskies, it's Sarah Strong, Shade, Fudd, El Alfie, and Heckel. For the Gamecocks, it's Maddie McDaniel, McKeer, Tessa Johnson, Ocott, and Joyce Edwards. Maddie, first free throws up, no good.
She can make her second one and make it a 2-point game with 50 to go.
Yeah, Rozier, what a game, man. What a game. Second free throw is good for the Gamecocks and Maddie McDaniel. So Uconn leads it 26-24 with 48 seconds to go. Here come the Husks.
The Husks? I like that. The Husks. Oh, Shade finds it up top to El Afi. She's going to try to hit it up to Fudd, and she does. But Fudd gets it back to Heckel. Heckel pulls over McDaniel. Too strong. Fudd for the rebound. Taken by Ashlyn Shade.
Hit Fudd.
They do. Strong to Fudd. Misses the 3, and Ocott with the rebound. Shot clock is turned off. 17 seconds to go in the first half.
UConn's got to be more aware when AZ Fudd pops out like that on those picks. Those pick and pops, they got to start hitting Fudd because she was open before she took that shot.
Strong gave it to her a little too slow right there. Here's Edwards. The rainbow shot, no good. Rebound Heckel from half court, no good. 26-24 Uconn at half.
Well, we got a game going to the locker room. Huskies lead it by 2. They outscored South Carolina 11-9 in that second quarter, which was wild because Uconn could not score for the life of them for like the first 4 or 5 minutes of that quarter, and then they finally finished this quarter strong. It's literally like a reversal of the first and second quarter. In the first quarter, Uconn started strong, but it was South Carolina who ended the quarter strong. Complete opposite here in the second quarter. And Uconn were able to take a 2-point lead.
They were finally able to find some holes in the South Carolina defense, and it was attacking inside mostly, whether it was Sarah Strong, Heckel, going inside really worked for Uconn towards the end of that half.
All right, just looking at some of the box scores right here, in case you're interested. For the Gamecocks, 6-6-6. 6-6-6 in the starting lineup. 6 points for Joyce Edwards, 6 points for Tessa Johnson, 6 points for Latson. No points for Raven Johnson, no points for Ocott. And then off the bench, another 6. 5 points for McKeer, 1 point for Maddie McDaniel. That's crazy.
That's absolutely insane. I haven't seen something like that ever in a score box.
Bro, Raven Johnson. She had
Yeah.
one of the best shooting percentages, and she's 0 for 1.
And she shoots almost 50% from the floor, averages 10 a game in this tournament, and no points.
And then moving down to the Huskies, let's check them out. Let's check out the Huskies starting lineup. Of course, Sarah Strong with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 assist. She is 30% from the field, however, but she's having an all around pretty good game with the rebounding and the defensive stats as well. Sarah Williams has 4 points, 1 rebound. Ashlyn Shade matches the 8 points for Sarah Strong on 4 for 6 shooting, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal. KK Arnold has yet to score in this game. KK has taken 1 shot. She missed it. She also has 3 assists. And then AZ Fudge, she struggled in this game as well. In that first half, she shot 1 for 6, didn't score her first field goal until halfway through the second quarter. She's got 2 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal. And then off the bench, Quinones has 2 points on 1 for 2 shooting with 1 rebound and 1 assist. And then 2 points for Heckle, who just scored towards the end of the second quarter. She's 1 for 3 from the field with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals.
Hackle played really good defense in that first half. She forced that jump ball that allowed to the possession. Really good defense by Hackle.
Here's some more team stats right there for you. The Uconn Huskies shot 40% from the field. South Carolina shot 31% from the field. South Carolina has only taken two 3-point attempts, and they knocked down one of them, so they're 50% from 3. Meanwhile, Uconn has taken 8 attempts and only knocked down 1, so they're shooting 13% from 3. South Carolina does have 9 turnovers from that first half. They got to clean that up. Uconn, they have 5. One area that Uconn is getting pounced on is the rebounds. South Carolina is winning that rebounding battle 24-16, including 10 offensive rebounds to the Uconn's 4 offensive rebounds. Fast break points, 9 for Uconn, 8 for South Carolina. Points in the paint, 18 apiece. 18 apiece. Free throws. Uconn is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. South Carolina is 3 for 4 from the free throw line in that first half.
Sarah Strong's the one that has that one free throw for the Uconn Huskies.
Rozier says, Josh, that's Sarah Strong's 10th game with 2 blocks and 2 steals in the first half this season. That's what we just witnessed. That's an incredible stat.
She is such an amazing player. To be able to watch her highlights over the last few games, man, I fell in love with her game.
Mm-hmm.
So we got UConn up by 2 right now, Josh. This is the 4th time that South Carolina and UConn have met in the NCAA tournament. The team that's led at halftime went on to win the previous 3 matchups.
Really?
So UConn's looking to make it 4.
Thank God you guys are alive. You guys rock. I hope Gino loses today. Hey, we appreciate that, brother. Thanks for being here. Alexis?
Good to see you, Alexis. Welcome on in.
He hopes Gino loses today. Wow. Showtime says if Gino's 25th Final Four appearance in 35 years is the most dominant long run in sports, is it?
I would absolutely say it has to. Now, we saw Popovich have that great run with the Spurs, but this is nothing compared to Gino, who's been the head coach of this team since 1985.
Damn, Josh, the Bulls are getting killed right now. Ugh.
Yeah.
Better draft pick. Better draft pick.
NIL says this is a rock fight. This is a rock fight, man. This is fun.
Going into the second half, I think AZ Fudd and Raven Johnson are going to get out of their funks. So I think this will be a little bit more of an offensive uptake in the second half. I think we're in for a good second half. Down to the wire. Chess match.
Maybe some overtime for these 2 teams.
No overtime. When we do a back-to-back, I don't want overtime in the first game.
That's right. Let's save that for the second game then. Texas UCLA.
I mean, if it happens, we'll rock with it. But
So Jet says Gamecocks just roll past when Raven is on the floor. She's their core facilitator. And that's all she's been doing. Obviously, she has not scored here tonight, Raven Johnson.
Raven Johnson, 1 assist, 0 for 1 from the field, 2 rebounds.
Raven Johnson coming into tonight's game was averaging 5 assists per game during this tournament.
Hey, thank y'all again for being here. Hitting that like button. We're at halftime. We're getting ready for the second half. I'm still sticking with UConn to win this game. It's going to be close, but I think they pull it off.
I'm right there. I ain't changing my pick. Give me UConn to pull this one out, baby.
All right. Here's what we need. We need somebody to go on a food run. Someone go on a, I don't know. What do you want? Chick-fil-A or what?
I'll take some Chick-fil-A.
What's your order?
So my order is the spicy chicken deluxe meal with no tomato. And then I also add the 3-piece chicken tenders. Or chicken strips.
I either go between the nuggets or the strips. Give me a 4-piece chicken strip, large fry, and a large lemonade. No salt on the fries, though.
I think Chick-fil-A has the best chicken strips in the fast food game. Them and Jack in the Box.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll go make a food run. I'll be right back.
Looks at Josh's as I order Wingstop and pizza, hoping he doesn't pick me. Oh my god. You're gonna go to Wingstop? Alright. You know what? I'll take the pizza. Ulysses a spicy deluxe with no tomato with a sweet tea. If I do get the chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, I don't get it with a pickle. I make sure the pickles are off. I don't mind the tomato, I don't mind the lettuce, the mayo. I can't do the pickle. It's disgusting. It's gross. Eating my chili. You still got your Chili's meal? Damn. Savor it. I'm gonna get me some nachos and a Blizzard. Pizza and Blizzard. All right, we'll see if Rocha brings me back some nachos, pizza, and a Blizzard. If I ever get a Blizzard, it's almost always gonna be cookies and cream from Dairy Queen. Reese's is good. Sometimes I go with the Reese's. If they have a brownie one, sometimes they do. Not all the time, but I'll go with that. But mostly I go with cookies and cream. Jet says I'm gonna DoorDash everything. I personally don't want to miss any second of this game. I don't like watching games as I drive. Well, you shouldn't. No one should be watching games while they drive. You gotta watch the road, or else you're gonna end up in one of those dash cam videos on TikTok that go viral. I don't know if you guys ever see those, but those are crazy. Who is that South Carolina player with the pencil legs? I don't know.
I have no idea.
On TikTok or Twitter. I always see him on TikTok. Talking about those dash cam videos where people go and get into wrecks and stuff like that.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I see those all the time on TikTok. All right, so I made a food run, but I forgot to get you guys something.
Makes sense.
But the Chick-fil-A was good.
Isaac says, can you smell what the Rocha's cooking? No, it's more like, can you smell what Rocha ate last?
Hey, no farts so far. So far, no farts.
Nawuka 220 says, what is your number one pick for the draft? Dude, that is such a good question. Dallas Wings have the number one overall pick, but what direction do they go? Do they keep Paige and Enrique? If they do, then getting AZ Fudd or Olivia Miles doesn't make as much sense, and you go with the big Alwa Pham or Lauren Betts. But if they decide not to keep those two together and Enrique goes elsewhere, then I would go AZ Fudd. I've always thought it was going to be AZ Fudd at number one because it's just a shoe-in for chemistry, compatibility between AZ Fudd and Paige Beckers, who have known each other so well. They're dating. They've won on the college level, and then you bring that to the WNBA.
We didn't see that chemistry work well last year with Enrique Gumawale. I do think they move on and probably not going Fudd.
Yeah, it was really clunky.
Mhm.
But I will say this. They were dealing with probably one of the worst head coaches I have ever seen in my life. They had a terrible coach last year. Now they've moved on from him. Now they got Fernandez, who we were looking at him at USA Basketball. He looks way better. He's actually a competent coach.
Mhm.
And also, Paige Beckers was a rookie, and Agumbawali had to adjust very much with her game because she was always the guy on her
Mhm.
team. And now she's got to share that backcourt with Paige Beckers. So it did get better towards the end of the season, and there were times where it flashed really great. So I wouldn't blame them if they just kept it together. Like, you know what? With a better coach and a better system, we can make this work, and let's go get ourselves a big, like Awa Fam, who's projected right now in a lot of mock drafts to go number one. But who is your number one overall pick? If you're the GM of the Wings, who do you go number one?
At that point, I'm gonna go Lauren Betts over our fam, especially if it's Dallas. I feel like Dallas would be better off with Lauren Betts because she's a win now type player.
Lauren Betts, higher floor.
Yes.
Awa Fem, more raw. She's gonna need probably a couple of years. She's
Mhm.
very young. She's like 19 years old, but a way higher ceiling. Way higher ceiling. So, I mean, if you're the Dallas Wings, I mean, are you in a win now mode? You could take the higher floor in bets, but with
Betts.
Awa Fem, she could be one of the absolute most elite players in the league in about 2, 3 years. She's drawn a lot of comparisons to like Asa Wilson with her skill set.
See, I would love with the number 2 overall pick be Minnesota for them to go our fam because they're already a great team. They could have went to the finals. They were in the conference finals last year. They could wait on an our fam to develop.
Like with how they talk about Awa Fam, it's kind of
Mhm.
like you're the Milwaukee Bucks back in the day, and Giannis is right there.
Yes.
You're taking Giannis, but you're gonna have to wait a bit for him to turn into what he's gonna turn into.
Hmm. And we saw how that turned out. They won a championship under Giannis, man. Ulysses says Wings do need a big time.
The Wings, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. So if I go big, I'm going Awa Fam if I'm them because they're far away from still contending. They're still years away from fully contending. So if I'm the Wings, I'm going big. I'm going Awa Fam with the higher ceiling. Because by the time we're ready to contend, by the time we're really starting to make some noise, and Paige Beckers has fully set in the WNBA, she's already off to a great start. All fans should be taking that big leap.
This is so exciting to be able to talk about a draft and not know who's going number 1. This is so exciting, man.
I can't wait for the draft. I can't wait for the draft, man.
Yes.
I can't wait to see where Olivia Miles goes.
Mhm.
Betts, our fam, AZ Fudd. If she doesn't go to the Dallas Wings, where does she go?
Hey, and maybe for my Valkyries, we end up going after Martin from Spain. I would love that for the Valkyries.
Liana Martin from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I really liked her.
Like she could get downhill so fast she can assist. That'd be awesome to see on the Valkyries. That's true, Ulysses. We don't know who's going to be the number 1 pick in the WNBA or NBA draft. How exciting is that to be a basketball fan right now?
So if Awa Fam goes number 1 to Dallas, Minnesota is at number 2. They take Lauren Betts.
I think they take Lauren Betts.
And then Seattle is at 3. Do they take Miles or do they take AZ Fudd? Or there's also Flau'jae Johnson.
Oh, that's right, because she keeps falling on the draft boards, Flau'jae. Because you got nice bigs out there with Malonga.
Because the feeling is Seattle Storm are pretty set on taking Olivia Miles.
Okay. I don't blame her. She was so good on Notre Dame last year, transferred to TCU this year, and she just burst out of a canyon, man.
So that's going to be really curious, man. If Dallas does not go AZ Fudd, where does she go?
Who's up to Seattle?
After Seattle, it's Washington.
Yeah. Washington. Do you
pair
up Fudd?
But they already got Sonia Citron.
Do you pair them up?
Maybe.
Oh. So Jess says, I think Miles does go to the Storm and they move on from Diggins. Miles, Malonga would be deadly, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Lynx move on from Courtney Williams and pick up Olivia Miles. Whoa.
That's an interesting scenario. But I like that Seattle right there with Olivia Miles and Malunga as their future. Oh, I love Malunga.
And I know you've been talking about her over the last couple of years, is covering her.
Yeah, Nawilka says the Mystics are guard heavy. See, that's the thing.
Okay.
That is the thing.
So did they go? Flage's the forward, right?
Is it possible for AZ Fudd to fall the 6 to Toronto?
Imagine that. The
Portland or even Golden State?
Oh, please give me her to Golden State, man.
Huh. All right. It's gonna be interesting. We're back from the for the third quarter. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Raven Johnson with the ball. She did not score in the first half. She's picked up down the baseline, and she turns it over.
All right, we got to get synced back up.
Okay.
All right, so it starts off with a turnover from the Gamecocks. We were talking about that halftime. They got to take care of the ball. Here come the Huskies. And let's get synced back up. 9:40, 9:39, 38, 37, 36, 35. 34. Here's AZ Fudd off the screen. Drive. Pull up shot from the elbow. Won't go. Out of bounds. And they give it right back to the Gamecocks.
Gamecocks looking not to turn over the ball. 10 turnovers is a lot here in this game. Can they score here to start the second half?
It's so crazy that the Lynx have the second overall pick, man. My God.
Ridiculous. Coming off almost a finals appearance last year. If Carly didn't get hurt, maybe they do go to the finals. Latzik gets it off to Julie Edwards on the right elbow inside. Okot met up by Sarah Williams. Goes off the bacon. Good.
We got a tie game, Roach.
Let's go, Josh.
That was Okot's first field goal of the game. That's her first score to tie the game right there.
8:57 to go in the third quarter. Here's Strong at the top of the key. Hands it off to Shade. She's picked up by Tessa Johnson with 15 to shoot. Shade's trying to pass it away. She's finally getting it off to KK Arnold, who took off the mask for Sarah Williams. Stolen away by Okot. She threw it right to her. Out to Julie Edwards. Double team on center court to Raven Johnson. Up. She misses. Gets her own rebound. She misses again. Okot with the rebound. Third chance, Tessa Johnson. She misses down the lane, rebounded by Shade. Man, South Carolina had 3 opportunities to score.
What's up, Andrew? Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing out the stream, man.
Thank you. Shade. Bad pass all the way by Raven Johnson.
Raven, layup is good. She finally scores. And the Gamecocks take the lead.
Turning defense in the offense right there for Raven. 28-26, South Carolina, 7:52 to go in the third. Here's Fudd, down the lane, layup, too strong. Offensive point by Williams. Off to Shade. She's picked up by Tessa the Strong. Right elbow against Edwards, 3-ball. No good, Latson with the rebound.
Another slow start here for Uconn in the quarter.
Latson spins, double team by Williams and Fudd to Okot, and Okot draws a foul.
Another slow start for Uconn.
See if they see that's a shooting foul here for Okot.
Very sloppy, yes. Sloppy.
Turnovers for both teams to start this third quarter. Okot is having 2 free throws. Muted.
2 shots. Okot, first free throw. Count it. 29-26, South Carolina.
South Carolina right now on a 5-0 run to start this third quarter.
And the second free throw is also good. Okot, all 4 points from her right here in this third quarter.
30-26 lead for South Carolina. Yes, good miss. Uconn is undefeated in 154 straight games. Shade, met up by Tessa Johnson. Kick out here to KK Arnold, who dissed the mask at halftime. KK spins up and under. What was it?
Finally, KK has scored.
30-28, South Carolina. 7 minutes to go in the third. Cross half quarters, Raven Johnson picked up by Fudd. 38% shooting for Uconn, 32 for the Gamecocks. Johnson, that's Raven. Inside Latson to Edwards, attacking strong, goes up and
Ooh,
scores.
Joyce Edwards said, "Get off me."
Joy,
32-28, 4-point lead for South Carolina. Shade from the wing for three. No good. Rebound. Picked up by AZ Fudd.
another second chance opportunity. Thrown away by Raven Johnson. Raven goes up. No good. No foul and fun.
Raven almost had some milk and cookies again.
Uconn with the possession down by 4, 6:14 to go in the third quarter. Here's KK Arnold, bounce past the strong. On the right elbow against Edwards, looking for a pass. Finds Aslan Shade, short on the three, and Latson with the rebound.
Uconn cannot knock down the three. They're 1 for 11 from downtown.
Inside Latson, short draw foul.
Uconn is 1 for 11 from downtown. That's 9% shooting from three. And they have been some good looks. Like, that was a good look for Shade. Sarah Williams will check in, Quinones, and Heckle.
I'm glad to see Heckle in the game. Her defense was so good in that first half. So we're going to call a shooting foul. Latz is going to the line for two.
For two shots.
2 shots.
First one's up, and it's good. Another great start in the quarter for South Carolina. They will get the second free throw. It's 34-28, 6-point lead. They're outscoring Uconn 10-2 in this third quarter.
This is the largest deficit Uconn has faced all season.
That's crazy. 6 points right now. They're down 6. Largest deficit all season.
That is absurd, man. Hackle, driving, layup too strong around Edwards, Lutz in the rebound.
South Carolina's defense is for real. McKeer, baseline, jumper, got it. 8-point lead for South Carolina. UConn's got to call timeout, and Gino will. You got to talk about it, baby. You got to talk about it. The largest deficit for UConn all season was 6 just moments ago, and South Carolina just made an 8-point game. The defense turning into offense, Roach. That's the key of this game for South Carolina. Defense, defense, defense. Getting out in transition and putting points on the other side. Their commitment to crashing the rebounds, getting second chance opportunities, getting defensive rebounds. Off and running. South Carolina is out hustling and outclassing UConn right now.
The way they're denying the passes, the way they're denying the entries in the paint is excellent basketball from the Gamecocks. Yo, Naroka with another gifted membership that goes to Andre.
Nauka. Let's go, dude. That's 3?
Yeah, 3.
Nauka from downtown.
Bang!
Boom, baby.
Let's go. Andre the Giant. Shut up, Goodman. Thank you so much, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know he's hyped right now. This game has gotten wild, folks. 5:25 left to go in the third quarter. UConn down by 8. They've never been down this many all year long. They're getting outscored 12-2 in the third quarter. It's a 12-2 run for South Carolina. Joyce Edwards has 8 points. Tessa's got 6. Latson has 8. Raven Johnson finally scored. She's got 2 points. McKeer has 7 points. Ocott finally scored here in the second half. All 4 of her points right here in this third quarter. They have awoken.
This is awesome, man. Don Satan's got this team rocking and rolling right now.
Their defense is still suffocating the backcourt of UConn. They can't get any wiggle room. AZ Fudd, 1 for 8, shooting 2 points. I don't watch much of UConn women's basketball throughout the entire year, but this has to be her worst performance of the season.
I mean, coming into tonight, Josh, she was shooting 48% and 45% from downtown on the season.
Averaging 17 a game.
Yeah. Including 18 during this tournament where she dropped 34 points in Syracuse in their second round.
But that South Carolina defense right now is just different. It's different.
They're frustrating UConn, and UConn has no answer right now.
We're going to see some more defense later on tonight. We will be live for UCLA and Texas might have the best defense of the tournament, man. Their defense is also stifling.
We got some good bigs to watch tonight with Booker and Dulich and Lauren Betts.
There's the link right there for the UCLA Texas stream. That's scheduled already for us. We'll be joining that stream as soon as this game is over. UCLA and Texas coming up next. Madison Booker, Lauren Betts, Kiki Rice, Jaquez, the seniors of UCLA. Are they going to get it done? Remember, their only loss all year was to Texas.
It was what
drama is here.
Inbounds for Keonis, too strong in a layup attempt.
These are some of the ugliest layups I've ever seen, man, and that's because of the defense of South Carolina.
Edwards was all over Keonis on that layup. Raven Johnson will get off the Tessa. So crossover, step back three. It's short, rebounded by Shade.
If she would have made that, that would have felt like an early dagger, man.
A dagger. Mm-hmm. That would have what? That would have put them up by 11 how she made that. Keonis finds Shade, wide open jump shot.
All right, good shot there by Shade. You guys got to start knocking down some of those mid-range shots. Shade, 5 for 9 tonight, 10 points. She's their leading scorer for UConn.
Let's go. All right, 6-point game. McCarr will have it here on the left elbow. She'll get inside for Edwards. Edwards goes up over strong and puts it in.
There goes that hook shot again from McKeer.
What a
I'm sorry,
shot.
that's Joyce Edwards. I'm sorry. Joyce Edwards. My bad.
She's been dominating inside. Here's a steal by Latson. Latson to Edwards, and she's fouled by Fudd, and Fudd can't believe it.
Ooh, AZ Fudd picks up a foul.
Ooh.
And Joyce Edwards is slow to get up here. Once again, Gamecocks getting the steal. Timeout? We got a timeout here.
Mm-hmm. Bro, this defense is insane, Josh, for South Carolina. Time after time again, UConn just has no idea what to do when they pass it around. Whether it's Raven Johnson, it's McKeer, it's Edwards, just all over the ball handlers right now. So timeout on the floor. Edwards did get up. Foul on AZ Fudd. I'm not going to say it's a shooting foul, but nonetheless, timeout here. With UConn down by 8. 4:16 to go in the third. This is the biggest deficit of the entire season. Remember, coming tonight's game, they won 54 straight games, dating back to 2 seasons ago. Wow, man. Guys, thank you for joining us. We're 50 likes away for 200. It's been a lot of fun. If you're a South Carolina fan, you are loving the way this game is going right now. Dawn Staley looking to go back to the national championship where she's won 3 of them. Meanwhile, Gino, he's looking for his 13th title. He's been in an NCAA record 25 Final Fours. QC, yes, Paige is at the game. They showed her earlier.
She's sitting right next to Diana Taurasi. Oh, my goodness. UConn's in trouble.
I love this. Everybody had them going all the way, and South Carolina wants to be a bracket buster right now.
Sarah Strong has yet to score in the second half, and she was putting everything on her back along with Shade in that first half as far as the scoring output. And here in the second half, Sarah Strong can't score, and the backcourt of UConn can't do anything. They can't do anything. They're getting ripped.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting terrible looks at the rim. South Carolina's defense is just ridiculous.
And the passing's all over the place. They cannot find passing lanes at all.
QC says she's lucky I'm married now. Man, boy, AZ Fudd will whoop you.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you knew that, but AZ Fudd that's playing in this game for UConn, she's been dating Paige for God, I don't know how many years. They made it public last year, but they've been
Yeah.
together for a long time. They grew up together. They're like childhood sweethearts.
That's what I'm hoping.
What?
What, QC?
Oh, well, we know what QC's kink is.
Jesus, man. Jed says, I saw this coming from SC. UConn's offense gets going by everybody getting touches. South Carolina is so good at pass disruptions. I was just mentioning that how they've had trouble trying to get the ball out of their guards' hands, Jets.
Ulysses says Tessa's lucky I got a girl. That's just hilarious, man. You ever see her on TikTok, dude? She's hilarious.
I thought Tessa was very beautiful when I was studying up these rosters. It is a 14-4 run in this third quarter for South Carolina, folks.
Ball is inbounded here to Joyce Edwards on the baseline. Sarah Strong taking some swipes there. Joyce will put the ball on the floor. Fakes the handoff. She's still here on the elbow, attacking inside against Strong and draws a foul to Sarah Strong. That's free throws coming up for Joyce Edwards. 2 shots.
She's not afraid to go inside and bang, man.
Nawuka says South Carolina needs to keep this game ugly. Keep it muddy. Keep the pressure.
Do not slack off. You're doing a great job right now containing this UConn offense.
Joyce missed the free throw. Yowzers and the trousers.
Whoever wins this off to the national championship game.
So they say. We haven't confirmed that.
Oh, okay.
She missed both free throws.
Bro, come on, Edwards. All right, 38-30, South Carolina, 3:56 to go in the third quarter.
On the court is Sarah Strong, Shade, Fudd, Quinones, and Heckle. Strong inside, hook shot. She misses. She is yet to score in the second half. Edwards fighting for the rebound.
She knocked down El Afe, but no call. Raven finds it to Makira here on top of the key, up by 8. She is tacking and hands it off to Latson. Latson against Heckle, feeds it off to the left elbow for Raven. Raven back to McKeer, 13 to shoot. Attacking Fudd, McKeer up. Good defense by Fudd right there. UConn with the rebound. Here's Heckle out the shape for 3. She ripped it out. Long rebound in the hands of Latson. She'll go coast to coast, lay it up, no good, but she draws a foul.
Another foul by UConn in the third quarter. This is what, the third or fourth trip to the line for South Carolina in the quarter.
And now they go into the bonus, Josh.
South Carolina are 8 for 11 from the free throw line already. 8 for 11 from the free throw line. UConn, just 1 for 2.
That was Sarah Strong in the first quarter.
First free throw's up. This time it's good for Latson. 9-point game. 9-point game. Make it 10-point game as both free throws are good. With 3:09 to go, UConn's down by 10. They've only been able to put up 4 points in this entire third quarter. Meanwhile, South Carolina put up 16.
Shady Quinones have the 4 points for UConn. Heckle will have it top of the key, picked up by Latson with 16 to shoot. She will hand it off to Fudd. Fudd picked up by Raven. Nice crossover, Fudd. Bounce pass, Heckle. Jump shot. She left the short end with the rebound. And it's Strong. Forces a jump ball possession to UConn.
No, they're calling foul.
What?
Are they calling foul?
I thought she took that.
It says Sarah Strong. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
It's going to be Sarah Strong on the inbound shot. No good. Rebound stays with UConn. Ball's knocked loose. Shade picks up the loose ball to Fudd. Back to Shade. Drives inside. Out to the right corner. Pull up 3. Heckle knocks one down. Finally.
That's a huge shot for UConn. They're 2 of 12 from downtown. It's a 7-point South Carolina lead.
Can they get a stop, though?
It's Shea picking up Raven Johnson on the right elbow. Feeds it on top to Latson. She's got it against Heckle with 9 to shoot. Screen. Three ball, Latson, no good. Rebounded by Sarah Strong.
You got to go.
Here comes the Huskies. Here's fun with the crossover against Tessa. Hands it off to Shade on the right elbow, picked up by Latson. Bounce pass here to the top of the key for Strong. Fakes the pass, off to Fun, now finds Shade, the crossover, the drive, the deflected pass out to Fun. 8 to shoot. Here's Keona's straightaway three.
Back-to-back threes for Uconn. Makes it a 4-point game. Oh, mama.
It's another great ending to a quarter for Uconn, just like the second quarter, Josh.
Oh, my goodness.
Raven
Uconn can get a stop right here, Roach.
Josh,
oh, they stepped out of bounds. Oh, my goodness.
Raven
oh, my goodness.
So
Raven Johnson dribbled to the sideline and stepped out of bounds, Roach.
It was Heckle and Shade, Josh, that double teamed her that forced her to step out of bounds.
Here comes the trap. Now Uconn's got to capitalize off the mistake once again. Bro, they could make this a 2 or 3 point game.
Yes, sir. Yes,
They're on
sir.
a run right now. It's a 6-0 run for Uconn.
Here's Hackle to Fun. 3, bye.
18 Fun. 18 Fun from downtown. It's a 1-point game, 9-0 run for the Huskies.
Back-to-back threes for Uconn. What is happening? Raven Johnson at half court finds it to Tessa right elbow. Bounce pass Edwards against Keonis and a foul? Are they calling the foul on Zabel? So South Carolina's in the bonus. This is free throws. 46 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wow. Chino is pissed. The head coach of UConn's like, what did she do? So that's going to send Tessa Johnson to the line for 2 shots.
First one's up. Good.
That's huge right there for Tessa. They needed some kind of scoring here on this possession.
That was a wild run right there. Uconn knocking back-to-back threes. Tessa Johnson will knock down both free throws, and it's a 42-39 lead, South Carolina.
Here's a handoff around to the top of the key for Sarah Strong. The fun. She thought about it. Kicks it left elbow. Keona's air ball. Out of bounds to South Carolina.
Thank you, Alex. Says hit that like and sub. Thank you.
Man, Keona's had such a good look right there for Uconn, but she airballed it. All right, inbounds for the Gamecocks. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. 30 on the shot clock. Men's and women's both have 30 seconds for the shot clock. Here's Edwards, picked up. Nice job by Keonis at half court, and she'll give it off to McDaniel. She's going to slow down the offense. She's got it at the top of the key here against Heckle. Gives it off to Tessa, right up against Zabel. Off to Edwards, inside for Uconn. Back to Tessa, pull up 2. Good for Tessa Johnson. Big shot right there to make it 44-39. 3 seconds to go. Here's Sarah Strong. Skyhook at the buzzer. No good. 44-39 South Carolina after 3.
All right, Rocha, everybody, hold up those 4s. Hold up those 4s. We go to the fourth quarter, a.k.a. the clutch quarter, where it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish.
Who's going to finish strong? Will South Carolina hold on to the 5-point lead, or will UConn make a comeback?
Woo!
We are 10 minutes away to find out who's going to the national championship.
And we got a gifted membership once again from Nauka.
To Emmanuel Flores.
Hey, Emmanuel Flores, a regular around here. Let's go, Nauka. That's 4. That's a 4-point play.
Thank you, Nauka. We love you, bro.
Hold up them 4s, baby. It all comes down to this. What an interesting third quarter. Absolute dominance for the most part for South Carolina, especially that first half of the third quarter. And then UConn goes on a barrage of threes, 3 straight made threes to cut the lead to 1. And then they send Tessa Johnson to the free throw line for 2 free throws. And then they score again to go up 5.
Just awesome, man. It was back and forth to end that quarter. What a run to start the quarter for South Carolina and a great run to end it for UConn.
Sarah Strong has yet to score in this second half. AZ
Continue to
Fudd has 5 points. Quinones has 5. Heckle's got 5. Joyce Edwards, 10 points. Tessa Johnson, 10 points. Ocott, 4 points. McKeer, 7 points. Raven Johnson, she's got 2 points going into the fourth quarter.
Raven Johnson, the only score she got was that steal-in score early in the third quarter. That's it.
Damn, Rozier, the Bulls are down nasty. We're down by 40. God, good grief. And Jet says, man, I love women's basketball. I do. I do too. I do. It's so good.
It's so good. It's so fast-paced action, man. I love it.
I can't wait for the WNBA season. For those who are new here, we will be covering the entire WNBA season, covering the Indiana Fever games. We'll sprinkle in some other games as well. We'll be live for multiple series in the postseason. Last year, we called, I think, all but 2 series in the entire playoffs.
Mhm.
So we'll be covering the WNBA season, obviously the All-Star weekend as well. That should be fun. So come kick it with us for the WNBA season, which starts May 9th, just over a month away. Well, it's May 9th for the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, May 8th for a lot of other teams. All right, Josh Chan, y'all ready for this clutch quarter or what?
Ooh-wee.
Let's go, man. South Carolina with the lead as we head to the fourth.
So is the rest Lecha staying together? You're talking about Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hall, and Sophie Cunningham? I think Lexi's for sure staying. Obviously, Caitlin Clark. We'll see about Sophie.
I want Sophie back on the Fever, man.
QC says, Rocha, what is your top shoes of all time? If you got one pair of shoes for the rest of your life, shoe and color, go.
All right, I will admit this. I'm a Skechers guy. Skechers are so comfortable to me. For the color, I'd probably go like a black or a gray.
Black or a gray?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going with the Unks.
Yes, the Unk Force ones.
The Unk Force ones. Velcro or no Velcro?
I get the slide-in shoes. Or the no laces.
So even Velcro's too much for you.
Yeah, well, I don't ever see adult Velcro shoes out there.
You don't see adult Velcro shoes? Follow anybody over the age of 70, and you'll see where they get them.
I bowled a lot of people over the age of 70.
Jash 3477 said, thank you for covering the game. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting all you guys. Are y'all ready for the fourth?
Let's go, bro.
Who is going to the national title game? Who?
I'm going to stick with UConn, Josh. I think they come back and win. Rocha doesn't lace up, but he'll still slide on the mother effer. All right, South Carolina with the possession to start the clutch quarter. Raven Johnson with the ball, screened by Edwards. Raven with the crossover. Top of the key, hands it off here to Edwards on the left elbow. Edwards back to Raven. Raven attacking. Arnold hands off to McCure. She's got 9 to shoot there. Down the pace like McDaniel. She'll go up. No good. By the rebound in the hands of Sarah Strong. And then she's fouled on the floor.
She's fouled by Joyce Edwards.
That is Joyce Edwards' first of the ball game. First of the ball game. It is UConn ball down by 5.
They're talking about Sarah Strong and how she's going through some frustration right now, and she definitely is.
Got to loosen up her game, find her down low, and try to score. They're going to find her up top right now, her baby. A drive, a kick out. Here is Fudd. Fudd driving down the lane, floater no good, and a rebound by McKeer.
Great defense there.
Sure go coast to coast and score.
Woo! 7-point game.
46-39, 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, this Final Four matchup. Here's KK Arnold handing it off to Sarah to Fudd. Fod will be picked up by Raven and handed off to Strong. On the top of the key against Edwards. Edwards knocks it free. It's loose on the floor, picked up by Quiones. Still fighting for it. We got a foul.
Is that on Joyce again?
I think it is. She was the one right there at center court trying to fight for that loose ball. So, yeah, it is, Josh. That's going to be her second.
8:42 left to go. 46-39. I know QC is shivering over there in his little QC boots.
Let's see if they can score again, Josh. Uconn. Here is Quiones to the right elbow for Hackle. Inside for Straw, and she's fouled. Another foul here by South Carolina. 8:37 to go in the fourth quarter. 46-39 the lead here for the Gamecocks. What is that? Okay. I will walk back in the room and hear my name from a distance. This is QC. Here's a kick out. Fudd. Corner three.
By AZ Fudd. 4-point lead now for South Carolina. KK Arnold with the assist.
Quickly, McKira goes up court, spins, shoot draw, shooting foul.
AZ Fudd with the foul there. Was that really a foul? Says Jets.
See, they show that replay. Beautiful shot there by Fudd from Arnold, man. And they don't show the replay. Or say it's on the whoa, they're gonna say it's on the floor. Raven Johnson inbounds for Edwards. Gives it back to Raven on the right elbow. Attacking KK, excuse me. Crossover by Raven Johnson. Pulling up for two. She missed again. Quiones the rebound. 46-42 South Carolina. 8 minutes to go. Here's KK Arnold to the left elbow. A drive, a floater up, no good. Offensive rebound, kick out, Quiones. She misses the three. Edwards the rebound.
Oh.
Edwards got it stolen away by Hackle. Second chance opportunity, we'll call it here for Uconn. In the hands of Hackle on the right elbow.
Block.
She drives. She's blocked out of bounds.
Raven Johnson with the block. The denial. 7:38 left to go in this ball game. UConn's down by 4.
That was such a nice job by Hackle and that pass that deflected.
Bro, Sarah Strong is 3 for 14, has yet to score in the second half.
Oh, she was the big factor for Uconn in the first half, man. All right, Arnold finds Hackle on the left elbow, feeds it off. Fine, contested three, misses, rebound McKirk. 7:25 to go. Here's a pass to Edwards, almost thrown away. Edwards on the floor, kick it back out to Raven Johnson.
UConn's shooting percentage just fell off a cliff.
And they're getting second chance opportunities, and they're still not scoring with them. Edwards fouled again.
By Strong.
Wow.
A foul by Strong. Latson will check in for Maddie McDaniel right now. 7:07 to go. This game is getting very chippy. Goodman, very chippy.
11, man, a chance for the national championship on the line. Why did Sarah Strong change to 55? She has a different jersey on. That's confusing. Okay, she must have ripped her jersey or something. Here's Raven on the inbounds. Top of the key. Picked up by KK Arnold with the crossover, the spin move. Good defense by KK. We're going to get a jump ball possession to Uconn.
Possession Uconn?
Possession Uconn. Her jersey did get ripped, Ulysses. No wonder why Sarah Strong's wearing 55. I don't think I've ever seen that with somebody change their number mid-game. All right. 4-point lead for South Carolina, 6:53 to go.
Well, I remember Michael Jordan had his jersey stolen from him, and he had to wear some weird number once. I think it was like 12 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's ugly. There is no jump balls besides the opening possession, Jets. It's possession arrow. Nice pass inside. Quiones draws a shooting foul.
Guys, this will only be the third and fourth free throw attempts for UConn in this game. They only had 2 free throw attempts in this entire game before this.
Every foul by South Carolina has been loose ball fouls.
And as Regier pointed out, it's already 4 fouls on South Carolina.
One more, and I'll put UConn into the bonus. 6:37 to go. Quionos can make this a 2-point game if she makes both. This is awesome. First one up, it's good for Quiones.
Quinones makes it a 3-point game. All right, so man, we still got a game here. Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped to the walls. What?
I don't know what that means.
Quiones makes it a 2-point game.
You know what I love about women's basketball?
What?
Not so many damn commercials. If this was the men's game, we would have had 45 official TV timeouts.
There's like 4 in each half of the men's games.
The pacing of women's basketball is just so much better.
Here's Edwards. She's got to get off court. She barely does it. McDaniel. She'll attack Shea. Put it up. Put it in.
Ooh, 48-44, 4-point lead for South Carolina.
Nice shot there by Maddie McDaniel. Far down the baseline. Kick out Quiones. Find Shade. Down the lane. Oh, her layup hit the bottom of the rim.
Watch the fouls. Watch the fouls.
McDaniel gives it off to Edwards. Left double for Latson. Pass Quiones. Quiones with the foul. And what? No, it's on the floor.
Foul on the floor. That will be 3 team fouls now for UConn, I believe. But Quiones now has 4 fouls herself. One more, and she's gone.
She's out of here.
Keep smacking that thumbs up, folks. Let's get to 200.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's been fun so far. Inbounds for the Gamecocks. Up by 4, 6:03 to go. Chino looks pissed. They're keeping Quiones out there. Yeah, they absolutely should tech Quiones. Jets. Manny McDaniel, the inbound underneath the UConn basket. To the top of the key for McCare. She's left wide open. 3-ball good.
Oh, that's a big bucket. That's a big bucket, man. Timeout. Timeout, UConn.
5:53 to go. South Carolina up by 7.
Oh, that was a big 3 by McKeer.
It was such a great inbound for Manny McDaniel. McCare was left wide open. Nobody picked her up. She's got 12 points tonight, McCare does.
All right, we're going to the commercial break, folks. It is a 7-point lead for the Gamecocks with 5:53 left in this ball game. 5:53. UConn's got to wake up, man, offensively. They are struggling. Sarah Strong has not scored since before the second quarter ended.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't get anything going. AZ Flood's 3 for 12. Sarah Strong's 3 for 14. Yee.
This defense, outside of that 9-0 run we saw in that third quarter from UConn, this suffocating defense by South Carolina has been there all night long and is not letting up.
Tomorrow we will be live for the Final Four of the men's tournament. Tomorrow we'll be live for both those games on a back-to-back. We will be live for the national titles games as well for men's and women's, so come kick it with us.
College basketball is so much fun to watch and cover, man.
UCLA and Texas Longhorns next.
There's the link to that stream right there, guys. Want to hit that like button and set a reminder on it.
And for real.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. All right, Rozier says I tagged you on Twitter. Okay. Let's see.
Gino is not happy with the officiating in the UConn South Carolina game after 3 quarters. There were some soft calls there. Like that last foul that they assessed on AZ Flood was pretty weak. And if you look at the free throws, it's 14 free throw attempts for South Carolina, 4 for UConn. And they just got that third and fourth like a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, from Quiones. Strong had 2 in the first half, and Quiones has the 2 in the second half. Yo, what's up, Lucario? What up, Lucario?
Lucario. What's up, brother? I keep thinking today's Saturday. Today feels like Saturday. It's not, but it feels like Saturday.
It's the weekend. Good morning. He is pissed. Head coach of Uconn, Gino, man. What a timeout here on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Uconn called timeout. They're down by 7.
Never meant to make a dirty crap.
I gotta add that song to my playlist. I'm so devastated, dude. Why, Goodman? Are you going for Uconn? Yo, what's up, Mr. Fulton? How's it going, bro? Today is National World Autism Day. Okay. Did not know that.
Today?
That's cool. Yeah, today.
All right, we're coming back from the commercial break right now. 54-game winning streak for UConn. 54-game winning streak is in danger of coming to a close here.
And South Carolina looking for the 5th title game appearance since 2017 when they won 3 of them.
Rozier says Josh Gobert is currently at 0 points, 16 rebounds. Sounds like Gobert.
Gobert. I could go for a Gogurt.
Ball's back, inbounded for the Uconn Huskies. Sarah Strong, Shade, KK Arnold, Fudd, and Quinones. They've been missing their shots. Their shooting percentages as a team has been dwindling against this defense in South Carolina. Strong wants it inside. Kick out to Fudd for 3. Left corner. Overshot that one. Joyce Edwards with the defensive board. And here come the Gamecocks up by 7.
Just once again, incredible defense from South Carolina. Maddie McDaniel picked up by KK Arnold. We're having feed off here to Latson. She's picked up by Shea with 13 to shoot. Feeds it off to Edwards. Edwards left double, picked up by Sarah Williams. 7 to shoot. Attacks. Puts it up too strong. Sarah Williams the rebound.
Got to score here.
They're UConn down 7, 5 minutes to go in regulation. KK Arnold getting the call from Gino. Trying to run a play here. She'll give it off to Fudd. Picked up by Tessa. Bounce pass to Williams. Hand off to Shade. Picked up by Manny McDaniel. 9 to shoot. Shade. Pass back to Fudd. Tessa Johnson all over her.
Oh,
Sarah
pick and pop to
screen.
Strong for 3. Got it, baby. AZ Fudd with the pick and pop to Sarah Strong, who finally scores in the second half.
And that makes it a 4-point game and 4:25 to go.
Oh, my goodness.
Manny McDaniel, pass here to the left elbow for Latson. Picked up here to Edwards. She's got it against Williams. Edwards with 10 to shoot. Hands it off to McKeer. Attacking Strong. Throw it up. No foul. No good. Williams the rebound.
Got to run the floor. Got to go.
Here comes the Huskies. KK auto block by Edwards. And then Edwards trapped underneath the baseline. Ball is picked up to McDaniel. What a pass.
Fast break. McKeer. Layup. Got it.
Ooh. That's how you run the floor for South Carolina. McKeer with 14 points tonight. 53-47 the lead for the Gamecocks. Here's KK Arnold against Manny McDaniel. Hands it off to Easy Fudd. Fudd to Sarah Strong. Picked up by McKeer. Back to Fudd against Johnson. Screen by Williams. Fudd to Strong. Around. Pump fakes. Puts it up. Short. Rebound. Fump for. And it's going to go out of bounds. Off of UConn.
Man, Sarah Strong missed so many of those open little bunnies, man.
A tough game from Sarah Strong after that first quarter.
Those guards for UConn driving to the rim, there's nothing there for you. There's been nothing there for you all game long. McKeer, Joyce, they've been shutting that shit down. Raven Johnson.
You got to find that pick and pop again like we saw with Izzy Fudd and Sarah Strong.
Yo, what's good, Daniel G?
What up? Here is Latson to Edwards, back to Latson. Attacks inside. Passes to O'Connor. She scores.
55-47. This is looking like this is Carolina's game to lose. 8-point game.
Let's see, they continue to play that defense, Josh. Arnold hands it off to Shade. UConn in trouble right now. Fudd with it against Tessa. Should go downhill. Johnson is denied by
What?
Tessa.
That has not been there for you all game. Why do you keep doing it?
They must
I don't
think
understand.
you got to change the game plan. You're trying to go to national
They
championship
keep
game.
doing the same thing, and it's not working.
Edwards, bad pass. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by a Fudd.
The defense is absolutely stout by South Carolina in that interior. There's nothing there for you. Get out of there.
Impressive. Very impressive defensive game plan tonight for the Gamecocks. 2:11 to go in the fourth quarter. We're going to get a timeout. Yep, South Carolina calls timeout.
It's do or die. It's do or die time for Uconn. South Carolina's just too good defensively. They're just too good defensively.
It's an
Sarah Strong, 3 points in the second half. AZ Fudd, 3 for 14 shooting.
And those were two of the best percentage shooters on this Uconn team, too, Strong and Fudd.
I'd go nuts for a 8-0 run by Uconn, says Regier. It'd be nice. They did a big run. It was a 9-0 run in the third quarter. They need another one of those kind of runs.
They had back-to-back-to-back threes during that 9-0 run.
Hey, are you guys calling the women's UCLA game? Yes, sir. The link is going to be dropped in the chat. We will be live for UCLA and Texas as well, right after this game.
Remember, it's going to be on the same court.
All right, Tessa Johnson set to inbound this from the sideline. She does so to Joyce Edwards, over to Maddie McDaniel. Roach for the shot clock. Tessa for three. Tessa the miss. Rebound falls to South Carolina.
Another offensive rebound for the Gamecocks. Latson to Maddie McDaniel. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. McDaniel, right elbow, Latson attacks. Latson withdraws, shooting foul.
Latson to the free throw line for 2 shots.
She can make it a 10-point game, Josh. Wow, man. 1:45 to go here in this fourth quarter. Keonis will check back in with the 4 fouls. She'll check back in. South Carolina is hungry for this national championship, says Jets. They're looking for the 4th national championship since 2017. All right, Latson to the line for 2 free throws. Tommy B says, Carolina.
First free throw's up. It's good. 9-point lead. This game is all but over, folks.
Just impressive all around tonight for South Carolina as Latson makes it a 10-point game. Wow, man. This is the first time they're being held under 50 points Uconn since the 2022 national championship.
Heckel just coughed it up. Heckel just coughed it up. Joyce Edwards with the steal.
Edwards trapped in the backcourt, gives off to Johnson. Raven off to McCure. 1:25 to go in this ball game. Here's Edwards in a timeout by South Carolina. No, it's a foul.
It's a foul on AZ Fudd. This is it, man. UConn's 1 minute and 21 seconds away from going to the national title game, taking out UConn and ending their 54-game winning streak.
Wow. Impressive. Every good streak has to come to an end, and Nurse is going to end here tonight.
Free throw number 1 is up, and it's good. Largest lead of the night right here. 11-point game. And Nawuka with another gifted membership. That's 5 for the night.
As a free throw is missed, it goes to Nick Da Vinci.
Da Vinci. Let's go, Nawuka.
Thank you, man. UConn down by 11, 1:12 to go. Here's Heckel right down the lane. She missed the layup. Oh, that sums up UConn's night, and a foul once again on the Huskies.
There's going to be a lot of people making a big fuss about the officiating, and there was some questionable calls. But one thing you can't make a fuss about is how good South Carolina's defense was today and how they took UConn completely out of the game offensively, especially in the interior. In the paint, they shut that ish down.
I feel like every drive there was a block or a stop there by South Carolina tonight.
They got into the heads of UConn and dominated the second half.
They made UConn play South Carolina basketball and it did not work out. Heck, Shade is crying on the bench for UConn.
Very emotional.
Mhm.
They're about to lose. They're about to be sent home.
After a 54-game winning streak.
Shade had a great first half, but every UConn player pretty much disappeared in the second half. Shara Strong disappeared in the second half. AZ Fudd wasn't really there for the most part for the game. She was taken out of this game. She went 3 for 14. Shade, most of her points came in that first half. Quinones, quiet night, only 2 field goals made from her. Heckle, she did what she could, but South Carolina dominated defensively. Dominated. They put that grip around them and didn't let go.
It was an incredible defensive game plan tonight for the Gamecocks. Glad they never got away from it.
Again, we will be live for UCLA and Texas. The link's going to be dropped in the stream right there. Roach, actually, can you go ahead and start that stream on your end?
Yeah.
And then we'll just hop on over.
Okay. Let's see. Texas, UCLA. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go live for that one. Let me connect it. Man, what a great win for South Carolina. Oh, come on.
105 up to go here in this ball game, and free throw coming up here for South Carolina. And they are in the bonus.
First free throw up and good for Latson, 59-47.
One more for Latson. It's up, and it is good. 60-47, largest lead of the night, 13-point game. UConn, with 1 minute to go, will bring up the ball. And here they come.
Quinones into the front court for Sarah Strong. 55 seconds to go. Strong finds Fudd. Step back three. Another miss. Raven Johnson the rebound. She'll give it up court for Latson.
Dude, Raven Johnson was throwing those elbows.
And another foul on UConn. And 45 seconds to go.
That's a foul on AZ Fudd.
They continue to play the foul game despite being down 13. All right, there we go, guys. We are live for the UCLA and Texas game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Josh Rocha, how did you guys meet? Asked David Neal. We met at a Brady Bunch Nick at Night convention.
Dude, it was the best convention I've ever been to in my life.
It was crazy.
Latson makes both free throws, 62-47 lead for South Carolina. 40 seconds to go in this Final Four matchup, folks. Quinones off to KK Arnold, finds it to Strong. On the right elbow, 30 to go. Attacks downhill and she'll draw a foul.
All right, Roach, are we live on the Texas UCLA side?
Yes, sir.
Well, come on in, folks. As soon as this game wraps up, we're going to send everybody to the UCLA and Texas live stream. 62-47, South Carolina 30 seconds away from the national title game. Who will meet them, UCLA or Texas?
I'm leaning towards Texas, but now I might think another upset tonight, UCLA.
Sarah Strong missed the free throw. Man.
Oh, my God.
Sarah.
Only one field goal in the second half. And now add a free throw to it as well. South Carolina
had 22 free throw attempts.
22?
South Carolina had 22 free throw attempts. UConn had 6.
Oh my God. Wow, that's a 16 differential when it comes to that. Everybody on their feet here in Phoenix. South Carolina's going to run out this clock, ladies and gentlemen.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this game is OVA over. South Carolina to the national championship.
It is the fifth.
Oh, and Gino screaming at Dawn Staley.
Yo! Well, they have to be separated.
Holy, dude, Dawn Staley got heated. and has to be held back by 4 or 5 people.
Bro, this is crazy. What are you doing to this game? Gino goes back to silent, kind of just shakes his head. Don Staley is still hot. Oh my God. They put 8 seconds back on the clock. No, okay, I'll say 0.8. That's how you end this game, man. UConn will have one more inbounds with 0.8 to go. And there it is. South Carolina off to the national championship.
UConn gets dominated in the second half to South Carolina. Dominated. South Carolina, they put up 38 points in the second half. UConn only put up 21. Sarah Strong held to 1 field goal in the second half. AZ Fudd was shut down today. Credit to South Carolina's defense. Again, a lot of people out there on social media are going to talk about the referees. I know Gino's hot right now, but you can't take away South Carolina's defense and how great they played. How great they played in transition today as well. Everyone was locked in for South Carolina.
Just suffocated. It came out with an incredible game plan, and UConn did not know how to adjust to it all night. Bro, Dawn Staley fired up. She brings back her team to the national championship game for the 5th time since 2017.
Now, who will meet South Carolina in the national championship? Will it be UCLA or will it be Texas? We're going to be live for this game. In fact, we're already live for this game right now. There's 2 streams happening right now. We're going to conclude this one, and we're going to send all you guys over to the UCLA Texas stream. Drop that link in the chat, guys. Drop that link in the chat. Everybody go over there. That's where the party's going to continue. There's the link. Everybody go over there.
Let's go. It's going to be a great game here tonight. We'll see you guys over there.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this one. Appreciate you hanging out. Let's do it again.